You know what I missed, no? You guys remember the old adverts that we used to get on TV? Like all that class adverts that we used to get, like the Cool Beans advert. Not just Cool Beans, but like the Cool adverts and the Volkswagen advert.
I remember Volkswagen advert.
You remember that Volkswagen advert? Have you seen it recently?
Yeah, I saw it like on YouTube. You still get those adverts. You can pull it up, like.
But when was the last time you watched it?
I've seen it on YouTube, so I don't know.
Like go now.
It still holds up the YouTube and it's. I remember
That
the days of our life, setting up those memories.
What's the advert?
Getting up, going through some changes. I love that shit. That's why I'm a graphic designer today because of that advert.
Watch that advert now. That watch out sparks nostalgia in you, my bro. Like you want.
That should make you cry.
That thing made me want to go out and go buy a Volkswagen.
Just pull it up. That Volkswagen. The reason why I'm a graphic designer today, true story, man, bro. I saw that on TV when I was a lighty, and I asked my like, Chica, like, how do you make that, like, that? Because that stirred so much emotion in me. I was like, how do you make that? And then my advised me, you must become like a work for that people, Ogilvy, what? Like Ogilvy, and then he said, that's how I became a graphic designer. Like I've picked it up like through those adverts. That was the first things I knew about ads and stuff.
What other adverts?
Thank you, Mom, for doing the best that you can do for me. The delicious, wholesome beef salad.
But do you remember
the spaghetti and the sweet corn?
No, man, you gotta see the whole song.
There's a Baker's one.
Perfect peach and pineapple, the pears and guavas too.
Yo, man.
I was bad with that one.
And thank you for the baked beans.
There's the one. I remember. There's this topi like giving the car to him. Whatever.
Yay! Jams me, bro.
It's the 60s.
Not a blackface in sight.
Oh no!
That was Hitler's dream.
No! The old South Africa, bruh. It's the old South Africa.
It's like the Argentina football squad, my bro. With the blackface inside.
Okay. I'm telling you.
You say this is the dream that
This
he
is
had.
the dream ad for that VW, bro.
It's a good ad video.
It's a classic
Son is
ad.
born. Like.
Yo, you could still smoke in hospitals, bruh.
Then they get a city golf. I had one of those. They put up
the
in a
jumbo,
golf
the
too.
jumbo,
Yeah,
bruh.
that one is a more
You
one,
remember
bruh.
the jumbo?
I wish I had one of those. I never owned. Maybe in my next lifetime.
Oh, quad, meneer. Yo, you just get home from work.
Yo, they eat on you.
Burn me.
Then I go.
Hey, wys jou son, my bro,
son.
don't get a mochi.
We're playing baseball in South Africa.
Hey, now this man got the caramel, man.
Lekker, nah. Nah, my oud drove a paar of these vehicles also.
Yeah.
They give him that manager, yo.
They give him the same car.
The
yeah.
bug.
Yo, they give him the bug,
They give
man.
him the bug.
That thing is
Just by the way,
I pumped your tani.
everybody listening, this is the Content Cowboys, and there's 4 comedians that apparently don't know what an intro is. But it's fuck my foot.
Wow, check here. Okay, so here we go. The producer's telling, giving us a cue there. Yeah, man. Like the producer was saying, welcome to our episode of the Content Cowboys. Yeah. So who's the Content Cowboys? We get together every 2 weeks or every month, and we get together. We talk current events. Today we're gonna cover Baloney Diaries. We're gonna cover Who Do You Rather. We're gonna cover somebody. Bevan is gonna give us some of his answers. Tell us what you made, son. Something like that. And then I'm gonna cover Mudstroke, and we're gonna move on. See, we got the agenda. We got the plan for you guys. But yeah, how you guys been doing? How you been, lekker?
Yeah, I've been good, bro.
Myself and CJ did a podcast not too long ago. Nog eens nogal lekker. I mean,
was
it's
lekker, ja.
Freedom Day podcast. Day.
Yeah, it was nice. Intimate, it was nice.
Intimate, yeah. We did it without you. It's like,
Yeah,
fuck, we can do this without you. You don't need
No,
them. Like,
we can't,
let's
like,
kick
I
them.
must-
Let's
I
kick him
must-
to the curb. Like.
It felt like there was a part of me missing.
It was
and
betrayal,
and I realized it was actually
The numbers were
two of
actually
you.
better. Like,
That's called
Is
your,
it? Okay, then I think
it's
we
called
must
your
have done.
conscience, my friend. Your conscience was missing.
he was
I
he
got
was
my,
having a serious case of the ushers.
no, I've got my Cape Conscience. So it's the Cape Conscience Media. I'm
Cape
fine,
Conscious
bro.
Media, yeah. So we're on the Cape Conscious Media Network with the Content Cowboys. So we have few other channels, other podcasts on the network. It's like Monday is a different brand, Tuesday is a different brand. Yeah, and it's been so
Don't forget
awesome.
Wednesday sometimes maybe there's a can. We must include
Is it?
everybody.
There's nah.
Come on, where's the
Fun fact, we're actually,
Calm down,
we're actually
Woki.
looking for a black female. So if you're listening to this podcast,
It's a red velvet ad now.
Yeah, we're looking for a black female
Did
to
you-
have a podcast, and yeah, because we want to.
But Chika,
we want everybody's.
yeah, no. Oh, let me wise you something, Chika. Of Sylvester Stallone was like no woke shit on his
Network.
on his whatever on his when he's shooting. Like, did you hear that?
What's no woke shit?
Yeah, pull it up. Like he said, nah, he's not gonna put up with Sylvester Stallone. He's not gonna put up because Hollywood is so like woke.
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone said, "Chica, there's not gonna be none of that woke stuff on his like movie set from now onwards and stuff like that." He's like putting his foot down for that.
But I mean, who's gonna stray Rambo?
You can't, Chica.
Who's gonna say,
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. What I would like to say in Entel, you can't want to like just be inclusive for the sake of being inclusive. Yeah, we want to be inclusive, but if that person is not funny, then they're not funny. But you know what I mean? And if they don't want to do podcasting, they don't want to do podcasting. But I would like to have more different voices on the network. It is good things.
It's not about being woke. I'm not one of those woke motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So it's about having somebody else's opinion. I love different opinions.
I hear what you're saying, different opinions.
I remember I sit here almost 5 days a week.
Yeah.
I sit here. So if I just here, ek wil nie soos bal right now. You know what I'm saying? I want to smell like perfume a bit. And I genuinely
I
want
can
to
see
hear
you
somebody
sit here
else.
5 days a week. Look at that gym.
And it makes,
But Chica, if you like start
cheese
bringing like
dogs.
I don't know. You know what Bud Light did there? They start bringing on like a transgender person on the can just to like make it
if
look like.
the transgender is entertaining and I will do it. I mean, the Babylon has added transgender on.
Pull in.
Anybody can pull in, all inclusive of
Yeah, we all
everybody.
inclusive. And I just want to say,
No bruh from the Cape Flats is ever gonna argue with Sylvester Stallone.
Nah, but we know. I know him for Cliffhanger. I know him for.
Never mind that. Kijk, where you grew up, did any of you have a dog in the neighborhood called Rocky or Rambo?
Exactly, bruh.
Sly maybe.
You knock that dog over tomorrow, he's back in action.
Hey, bruh, made the most famous dogs in all the Cape Flats.
but the weird thing is Sylvester was actually not woke in a sense for overly woke, but he was woke.
When was he woke?
But
Yeah,
proper
how does
woke,
woke mean?
But proper woke.
How
No,
does
let me explain.
Woke
Let me
means like
explain.
you want to be inclusive to the fact, to like super inclusive. Like sometimes
No, but he's,
so inclusive that you put in somebody good out of a placement.
So like
that's your opinion.
like, yeah, BE.
But the thing is, why I'm saying that is because
okay.
Is it BE?
I get it
okay,
now.
BE. Okay,
Well,
now
I get it now. I get it now.
Woke
like
is,
that.
is American BE.
Woke is like strong being.
Yo, we're gonna get cancelled.
We don't focus on the race. We go everything.
Oh, wait, you're
now
gonna
the thing is,
that's
if you watch this
cancelled.
movie Rocky,
No,
no?
man, they can't cancel
If you watch the movie Rocky,
Yeah.
he was very at the time he was ahead of his time when he introduced the black fighters.
But he beat the black brother. Like,
Yeah, but
when
but-
a white
but-
brother ever
but
beat the
check-
black
check-
brother?
But the black brother beat him also.
Oh, he beat him the first time.
No, but it's not about beating it. It's about giving them proper
Introduction opportunities.
opportunities, and not just that, but giving them characters that was solid characters, man, and not just I'm a drunk, I'm a dancer. It was positive characters. The first one he
Yeah,
lost against
true, yeah.
a black bra.
Apollo
The second
3,
one he
bro.
won, and the third one he was the bra was actually the martyr type of thing. So
Yeah.
he was
Yeah, you're right.
forever the legend.
Yeah.
So in that regard, he's inclusive of people, but nowadays it's not left in words, it's alt left.
There's
But
too
I-
many people to include. That's why.
Rocky is not even the main bra in any of the Rocky movies.
But that brother, That bra, what's his name? Carl
isn't even the
Withers.
main thing in Fast and the Furious
Carl Weber.
anymore.
Carl Withers, the bra that Rocky fights, the black bra that Rocky
Yeah.
fights. That bra smash me, bro, because he's Apollo and he was Apollo. And he scoots with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he scoots with Arnold Schwarzenegger in that other movie, Predator. That bra's gehard, me, bro. Carl Withers or something is his name. He's dear, man.
There's a Apollo, yeah.
Apollo.
Pepsi. But he is quiet.
Apollo, that bra's gehard. And you know who else is gehard? Michael J. White, me, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That bra's me.
He's mostly
Spawn.
like a fighter. He's like
Spawn.
a fighter, yeah. He's like
Yo,
a fighter.
he's levels, me, bro.
Nah,
He's levels.
I
Yeah,
prefer
he's like
Bully
a-
Blanks.
Yeah, I mean, guys, so
That's my main connect.
Billy Blanks. So, CJ,
is going way
what,
back now.
CJ, what you got for us for this evening for Poloni Diaries?
Okay, so
let's kick it off.
So for the Pelodi Diaries, I was scouring the internet.
For a better name.
I don't know.
I was scouring, bruh.
I just gave it in.
I was scouring, yeah. Maybe we can, I don't know. We
We're
can
gonna rename
see
it.
what we can't do with the name or whatever. But,
Sorry, man, I apologize for that.
No,
I just
it's
gave
fine.
any name.
We changed nothing. I am apologizing for nothing. Don't
It's,
ever put me in the
it's-
word apology
It's
again.
probably your love of bologna or something. So
I thought you worked with Poloni every day, so.
I'm versatile, but now I see you boxing me. But
I'm like a Apollo.
yeah,
you don't just work with Poloni, you work with bacon some days as
I
well.
mean, I can be with I can
Chicken.
do anything. So I was scouring the internet and
What
the,
you get?
and then I didn't get anything. But you know, that's why you got the wifey as well, you know, and she
Yeah.
was helping me. And then we came across this little thing. It's a trend in South Korea. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it. It's called mukbang. Mukbang videos.
Sound like a movie Ong Bak.
I think that's a cousin.
But look, so what type of chicken is it?
So mukbang videos is basically a trend that started in South Korea. So basically what it is, mukbang basically just means eating broadcast. So what you do is you basically
I've
just
seen these
eat
before.
on the live, you live and you eating. And people are watching you eating.
You joke.
And it's
then-
always like crunchy food.
Yes,
no?
so then they mix in a little bit of ASMR as well.
Oh, you just, I hate that cock.
So some of them
You are
they just
experiencing it right now.
Oh, let's do it. Come here with a double.
so
You are
So some of the people they just eat, and then some of them they add this as well with this crispy sound.
Nobody
So
talking.
Nobody
No,
is.
they're
Some
not
of them they do talk, but
Are
you
you
basically
making me watch porn up for food?
Yeah, it's like
But-
it's like
Phone out
acapella.
for food. I like that.
It's acapella for eating, bruh.
So they just free the whole time and I must listen to this.
Away and you
yeah, and it,
Bevan,
and it
You
and it
can make a
gives
lot
you-
of money, bruh.
It gives you, it like releases dopamines, it calms you. And also in South Korea, the eating culture is
Nah,
big.
it's Musa.
If you feel just listen to it, man.
This is
Just-
Musa.
Do you feel
Just
you feel
feel
that
the
that,
in your
that
spine.
tingle? That
Nah,
tingle?
that's Bras being Musa.
Just then listen.
Just listen and
Just
feel
sit
the
and listen
tingle in
and you
your
just
spine.
Feel the tingle in your spine. That is what ASMR. ASMR.
Yeah, that
I
is
will
what.
slap the taste out your mouth.
What's ASMR?
Yo,
ASMR is like BDSM for your ears.
It's like we they do this.
They make certain sounds that relaxes you and
It's
calms
ridiculous,
you
man.
and soothes you. So like some people, they will listen to maybe a waterfall before they go in to
No,
bed.
ASMR is not that. ASMR is literally sounds with your mouth. They take bottles and they do shit like this. Cluck, 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 cluck. And then they do like weird.
Remember, this
random
Bras gonna get
shit.
diabetes, remember?
So
You
that is,
just think about it, remember?
so that is the other the dark side of mukbang videos, where they're saying that
unhealthy.
you're overeating and it's
Yes.
unhealthy, and some of the guys they're not maybe taking care of themselves. But in essential, this guy has got like 20 million subscribers
You are
on
shitting
YouTube.
me. What?
20 million subscribers on
Kick your
YouTube,
chips, man.
Just to listen to him eating.
and watch him eat.
I want to eat actually. I'm actually hungry watching this, Bras.
Guys,
Like.
just look at this chips, bruh. That look like a pleister.
Hij is een boom.
Het is een gebouw,
man,
bro.
ja.
Het is proper.
But I don't like him actually. He's like working on my nerves because I want to eat, man, bro. And he's like eating like he's like.
You say 20 million.
He's got 20 million subscribers, guys.
I got his neck tattoo though.
And this is actually big in South Korea, and now and it's catching on to the rest of the world. Okay, it's been there for
What is the
Mukbang.
What does the term mukbang mean? Is there like
broadcast, eat broadcasting.
eat broadcast? So what would we call that here?
Squid Games.
Dak voor het.
Yeah, bruh. So
No,
it's
so
like,
started with the Gatsby, bro.
Yo,
Yeah, people
Aye.
for to get like eat the whole Gatsby alone,
I
like
don't-
a masala steak full house, like.
You just your burps.
Like-
Fart.
Nobody done it to the Gatsby.
they-
You'll go viral, bruh. You'll go.
you're not
you
gonna
say
get that
Gatsby,
tingling sensation in
Down
your
your
spine.
spine.
with
bruh.
those-
Here's the
with
thing: you
those
just say
sounds.
Gatsby mukbang.
Because it's
You know
nothing,
you're gonna go
there's
viral.
nothing to
Name this
crunch.
video Gatsby mukbang, please. We're gonna go viral, bruh.
There's no crunch in a Gatsby though, man. The whole
Yeah,
thing
that's
is
the
just
thing.
like,
It's a soggy. The
it's
bread
not-
is soggy,
It's
man.
not a vibe.
My bro, toast the pan or something.
Okay,
and,
I know. Half moons, samosas, stuff like that.
Half moon samosas.
So half moon got the liquor, and then obviously the samosa got
And
the
then also like
Packet of-
lollipops.
Yeah, packet of Papa Bites.
Papa bites.
Papa bites.
But Kiki, what flavor though? Because you know that you get secret spice,
Which
secret
no one knows.
flavor. No one knows what secret flavor
I'm
is.
almost 40 years old.
Chicken can we make a mukbang? Our next one we must have our next content Cowboys we must have a mukbang. Like a yellow diet here and it's
Is
like
it actually glistening?
Oh, wait.
fruit while we must doing it.
Maybe ask Chili Bar to sponsor it.
Chili bar.
So this is just 20 minutes of him eating, bro.
Chowing. And this bra's views
going
must be
insane.
like through the roof.
I mean, we talking like for what, like how long about it? Because it's, why is it interesting us? So we talking for 4 minutes. Why is it so interesting? Because we keep looking at it. Why other videos you say turn it off? Visually, it's stimulating as well.
Yeah,
That's
so
sound.
visually the aesthetic and also the sound as well.
Sound is mosak.
But we didn't have no sound, and I still want to look at the thing.
What's the first thing that
Look at
draws
that.
you?
Look at that. I want to eat that.
Exactly. Now that is the whole. That's the hook.
I want to bite my fingers.
That is that's the bait.
Yeah.
So you are
That look
seeing this-
lekker, nah.
Can you let people talk? Finished.
Boere ding, man.
I'm done. I can't watch this.
It's bothering me, man.
Het is, maar ja, ik weet het.
Say what you want to say. What you want to say. But it's bothering
You're
me.
watching it. You're seeing it, right? That food looks good, so that's the hook. It's got you, right? So now you're seeing the bra eating it, and you're thinking about how liquor it must taste. That's pulling you in further, and then the sound of it as well is drawing you in. It's like a sensory overload.
No,
That's what it is.
But it's not good. It's like I'm frustrated, like
Yeah, but that's you.
Yeah.
because I want to eat it because I'm hungry. But maybe if you got
See,
food
that-
while you're eating it and it's liquor,
And you're
That's
watching it.
you. It's driving you to a point where you can't even listen to other people speak first, man. Yes,
He's hunger, man.
I'm
Listen
kak
here.
hungry now. It's
This
like-
is utter kak, and this is the problem with the world. This kak. This kak is the problem with the
Because
world.
this
The
is
fact that
content.
any tolly could have bought that nonsense and just sat in front of a camera and eaten this. Is this a skill? You telling me this is a skill?
Yeah.
This is stupid.
Yeah.
This is
I mean, there's a lot of
Eating
production
is
value.
not a skill. How's that a production? Tell me how that's a
There's
production.
production value that's going in
Ah,
there.
it's making me mal, yeah. I want to either
That
grip
is
that
not a
bra or grip
production.
that diet. Though.
I can do that in 10 minutes. That is not a production. The fact that someone is
Nah,
dumb
it
enough
is
to think of it and do it is making me just. That is stupid.
No, I disagree with you, bro.
Did he make
There's
any of
something
that?
more to it because, my bro, the fact that we're looking at it now, I can tell you, and this is art. Art stimulates like.
This pervert.
Listen to me, man. Art stimulates fucking. Art stimulates what emotion? What you call that?
I hear you.
And now I'm like, we all like,
Dopamines, yeah.
we all going like,
Going for the burger. Oh my
talking
God.
over each other like, yeah, I should kill you for that burger right now.
Pull you in, man.
Not just that. You're watching the video and it's like, when is he gonna go for that nuggets, man?
Yeah, nice. I don't know.
It's biting.
It's a lot of emotion going on here.
But
Yeah.
it
So that
shows
means
you, like,
art, isn't it?
This
It is art, but it's kak art.
But it's
I
meal
can say
food.
it. Unfortunately, art is subjective. Not
Yeah,
unfortunately.
art is
And
subjective,
This is
yeah.
kak art.
So then you can
how
check it
many
out,
people
yeah.
do you know have gone and looked at the Mona Lisa and been like, this is cock?
Yeah, true.
Because that's art. That was the content of its
Painting
time.
is a skill.
Yeah.
Eating food in front of the camera is
It's
called
a
a Monday.
skill.
But check here, it could have been any type
Yeah.
of food, man. It's just how it looks is so lekker, man.
It is
And
made-
the way he's
it is
eating
made by a
like
French
even if
guy.
you think about sometimes like if you watch a movie and they got like a moose, you lust for that. Just that he's doing it like they were saying in a very overstimulating your senses way. So the food is like in your face, the sound is in your face.
Oh wait, he's
It's-
drinking.
it-
He's drinking.
Yeah, now even while he's taking a sip, now I'm like, yo, now all that salt is going out of his lips.
Did you feel
And
that?
then it must be a Sprite, ice cold.
It must be.
This is definitely autistic.
That's a good. It's a good. I must say, it's a good Poloni diary, me bro. Mukbang diaries.
There we
I'm
go.
sure it's a
ASMR
good
in your
find.
I'm gonna ASMR you whole night in your ears.
I'm sure we can solve our energy crisis now with the bubbles in Sprite. Like seriously, have you ever had an ice cold Sprite? Like ice cold
It's
from
like
a soda
burn.
fountain. Yeah, like
No, it
that.
must come from a
It's-
glass
it-
bottle.
It tastes like electricity.
Like a,
That is called mineral
that's it. That's the
water.
best thing about gas. Like when you like drink it, so then that burn like.
But it must be in a glass bottle. I think somehow the glass bottle
glass
has
is
a
always
better
better than
effect.
plastic.
Yeah, it's always better.
Or Stony can solve the energy crisis.
That's a really good mukbang. Mukbang you got there for the Poloni diary.
Yeah,
you got any more?
Nah, I
That's
think that's about it.
That's a
man.
solid one. That's a solid one. I must say.
It's a good find.
Liam,
So, but you said the mochi found.
come on. I'm eager.
The mochi, yeah.
Credit to the mochi, not you.
Yeah, give credit to the mochi. Yeah.
You give credit to you.
Give credit to the boo.
Here's something interesting food fact as well that I just found out today. Like tequila, the tequila is known worldwide as a drink, right? But the drink itself is not actually tequila. It's an agave drink from a region in Mexico called tequila.
Oh.
So now there's other regions, yeah. So it's like nectar from a certain plant, like a cactus or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Like
right?
port
But
comes from Portugal.
but it's most
Champagne in
most
France.
like most common in the tequila region of Mexico.
Tequila region. That sounds so weird.
But now there's other regions in Mexico that also produce this agave nectar and also make stuff that is a different region in Mexico. So it goes by that name. So say there's like a Lotus River in Mexico that can make agave nectar. So they make Lotus River juice. But everyone knows it as tequila.
So it's like the Tupperware story.
Yeah. So they basically they've monopolized the whole agave nectar. The tequila mafia took over,
bruh.
and everywhere in the world is known as tequila.
Nice.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's
Is there a place-
I think sometimes they like the higher brands still say agave, like maybe like your rock
Patron or something.
Like,
Yeah.
I
They
think
want to
or Patron will say like at the bottom agave, like
Yeah.
they
But
won't.
you can write the rock with Terramani.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that one is,
Yeah, they will also, but the other people also.
I think that's more of a differential point. You want to be
Different,
You,
yeah.
you
But
do the same thing,
but they
you
always,
wanna
is it
stand
right what you're saying? The name will be like a different region in Mexico, but they'll still refer to it as the
tequila.
common name will be now as tequila.
Yeah.
Tequila.
Because they don't know
But
how
it's
else to
not.
explain it.
So
the nectar.
Yeah, your region has made something better than the tequila
Yeah.
region, but it's still
Way
being
better.
called tequila. This means it's still getting. So you've done all the work now, and this bro over here
Gets the credit.
Gets all the credit. Now, how do you feel?
Check here. Sometimes like in the tequila is like 2,000 rand a bottle, but it's called something else. I've heard about this already. It's 2,000 rand, but it's like 2,000 rand a bottle, no? This agave nectar is 2,000 rand a bottle, but because people don't know it like as that, they must say, nah, it's tequila. But it's go by other name.
Yeah.
Because the other, whatever the region is, like you say, in Mexico.
Now imagine your region claim commission of all the sales in the world. Tequila's getting all this money from
They're
this
like,
pizza.
making it, yeah.
I think it's something similar with the champagne as well, most.
You're not allowed to call it
Champagne in
if it's
France,
not-
yeah.
If it's not from the Champagne region.
Yeah.
In Portugal, there's like a few places like that
It's
where
like
that comes from the region, but
Yeah.
that,
It's like
the
Popsak,
tequila,
you
they
can't just
really
call
they
it
screwed them
everywhere
over in
one
that one because it's
Like
such a
dollars.
multi-million-dollar industry, and the name tequila is known as a even the people can't like really
Is there a place called Stroram? Because that place I want to burn down to the ground.
throw ram every day. It tastes like vibe or
The
something like
region
that.
of burning your mood.
Yo,
That I promise you, The Portuguese used that to colonize the world.
Is it? Because Stroram come from Portugal.
From Portugal, yeah.
Stroram,
They used that to
The
colonize
only thing
the
worse
world.
than that was the stuff there by the carnival, by Maynardville Carnival, man.
What is
Kape.
Nagapai, my bro. Snake venom. That was the worst. Snake venom was the only thing that beats Stroram.
That make you fight yourself. Are you taking me for a pig? Come here. Why is it to me in my face?
Heavy Fight Club, my bro.
You rolling yourself in Chinatown.
Yo, Heavy Fight Club there, like imagining there's a Brad Pitt, like.
Yo, everyone left their dignity.
Yo, bruh, I've lost myself many a time to a fax beer from Denmark.
That Nagapai got me as a, like.
Poffertjie? Poffertjie
Van die
from Holland?
Duitsland.
Liam, what you got for us for, would you rather?
Yeah.
This is a good one. I'm anticipating this one.
Participation.
Would you rather do the first 90% or the last 10% of a blowjob?
Yo, massam.
Whoa. Hello.
Didn't even warm me up nothing.
Nah, you see,
Didn't
you
warm me
again.
up on nothing, bruh.
But you're not being specific, bro.
Hello.
Oh, because you
all about
need
the
reasons to
detail.
do this.
No, you're not being specific.
Alright, so you need
There's no ending.
You
like.
need me to justify why you must.
Is there an ending? And
someone
where's the
else's
ending
penis
gonna
in.
happen? So, because then you obviously everybody's gonna go for the last 10%.
No. 100% not.
Why?
Do you know what happens in the last 10%?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you have
That
to.
is if you have somebody that gives you a heads up.
Yeah.
If they give you a heads up. Because not everybody
Are
has
you
got
gonna?
that.
Are you gonna get the heads up? That's the question.
Must I look you in the eye?
Yo.
And
Yo,
that-
Liam, but now why this
It depends
now?
on the person because they might just not tell you.
But now why
what's
this?
coming.
Done that many times.
That's revenge, man.
Now,
What did you say? It's revenge.
Nah, for him,
If you
it's
don't
revenge,
say
but for me-
anything, it's revenge.
But for me, it's like I don't know. I'm a let you know kind of guy, like, you know. So I'll
you will let
expect
you
somebody
know.
to let me know. You know what I mean? So I'll go for the
I mean,
last
you just
10%,
be,
like.
I'm going
But
90,
also,
Yo,
you guys,
so you must because it's gonna be first. It's gonna be down. It's gonna be floppy Joe.
No. Where have you ever been involved in a blowjob on the receiving end of a blowjob where you came in pop to the fight?
You can be popped to the right.
How do you mean, man?
Sometimes, hey.
Yeah, you can come in pop to a fight, man. How
Sometimes
do
you
you
can,
mean?
bruh. Sometimes
Sometimes you get it unexpectedly, like you just like, whoa, I never knew this is gonna happen. Like.
This was not an unexpected situation, right?
Oh, okay. I
This
see
is
what
not
you
an
mean.
unexpected situation.
You see,
So how-
that's why I said you're again not being specific.
Yeah, but
You need to
either
be
way,
very specific
yeah,
when you come
because
with this stuff.
Either way,
I just want to say you guys are very passionate about giving blowjobs.
I'm in agreement with Bevan.
Slowly,
I don't know about you guys. I'm in agreement with Bevan.
90, bro.
I'm going the 90.
90. I'm not finishing. Nobody. This is in Mortal Kombat.
Finish him.
The last 10% is easier, and
I'm not also with you, mate. I'm thinking the last 10. I'm leaning on the fact that that person is gonna tell me, hey,
yay,
Yeah.
yo, bruh.
Yo,
you know,
bruh, it's
or
about
at least
time.
I can feel a doot doot. Then I just like, yo, bruh.
I said, no, but that's not right.
Here we see.
We got over
You can
100
must feel.
different
You can
things.
must feel that first pulsating, and you just pull out, bruh. And you just say, yeah, yo, I did my last 10%, Gazi.
No, guy.
Next.
So that
First
means,
90.
wait, so that means that
also
we can,
you have to look at duration as well.
Duration, exactly.
If it's 1 minute, yeah, it's 10 seconds.
Exactly.
If it's 3
Nah,
minutes, that means
but
you've
I'm-
been working.
You gonna
for
work
2.5
a solid
minutes,
day.
bruh.
you're gonna
You're
lose
gonna
your
work
eye.
at solid, bruh.
That's fine. I don't mind. Like, think about it now. Do you think you would give a better blowjob than a woman?
Yes, 100%. Women are
100%.
lazy.
100%.
100% they're lazy.
100%.
They're lazy. They don't know how to do it. They're lazy.
You're going in depth to this. You're only supposed to have one question,
No.
bro.
But think about it.
No,
There's no add-on
Okay,
questions.
you guys show us how it's done.
But it's blowjob
There's no add-on questions to
It's
that type of
adjacent, yeah.
thing. bro.
Yeah,
It's
look,
adjacent.
Blowjob adjacent. I don't think there's.
How is a woman ever going to be better at something that you have?
Yeah. It's like you saying you can math better than
I don't
but
know,
you
man.
can't. You just can't.
I disagree with you. I've had some pretty awesome blowjobs in my life, and so
Not compared to
I don't
yourself.
think I can do that good of a job, man, bro. I honestly don't think I'm that passionate about giving blowjobs. So I don't think I'm gonna be that good at giving it. When somebody's
Okay.
passionate about it, they're gonna give a blowjob better.
Okay.
Who
Now
told
that
you
same-
that?
now that same person.
I've been told,
the
oh, I
same-
like doing
the
this, so
s-
therefore.
the same person that gave you this specific blowjob, has that same person given you a hand job better than you've given yourself?
100% not.
That's
That's
the same question. That's a different question.
If they bro,
That's a different office.
if you can't walk, how are you gonna run?
That's a different
Got a
office.
point there,
You're
that
wrong,
point.
bro.
Nah,
You're
you're
100%
wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong, Liam. You're wrong.
You're
but,
wrong. It's
But
a
he's got a
different thing.
point.
It's
You're not
a different
right.
part of the body,
You're not
bro.
right. But you're not wrong.
I amounted to how into it you want to get into.
Yeah, that's
it.
not for
You know what I
everybody.
mean?
That's
It's not for everybody. Like,
everybody.
and for
Yeah.
some people enjoy it. Like some females enjoy it, some females don't enjoy it to do it. You know what I mean? Some females love doing it. Other females will be like, nah, that's not their thing. You know what I mean? They don't like doing that.
I like
so
what
my
he's-
thing is
I
this,
like what he's
that's
saying,
not
though.
my
I like
thing.
what he's saying.
You know what I mean? That's not my thing. So therefore, I won't be that into it. But if it was my thing, I'll be into it. Like, you know, there's other things that's my thing.
Like
so
a
they are,
jujitsu blowjob.
Pivot,
Nice.
Pivot, if you play FIFA every single day for 20 years,
I will move everyone.
and I can want to challenge you tomorrow, is she gonna come close?
You will lose 100-0 in the
but
first
okay,
half.
so here's the thing. Okay, you wanna talk about that. So how many blowjobs have you given in your life, and how many blowjobs has a goose given?
I don't.
Way more.
No,
so she has more
I
practice
don't-
than you.
I
That's
don't
also
need
right.
no. I don't need to have given it to know.
How to do it.
To know how to do
No,
it.
wrong.
To know how.
Wrong.
Like
you
to
must
know
have
what's best
practice
for me.
bro.
To know what
in
I
jiu-jitsu,
enjoy.
the number one thing is you must have mat time. So you didn't have no mat time. That thing got club mat time, bro.
He's got come time.
It's got come time.
Either way, I'm going with it.
Jiu-jitsu
Okay, let's gonna do it better.
Either way, the 90%.
So bottom line is, you guys, we're gonna
Jujitsu.
start. You guys are gonna finish. We clearly know what we're doing. You guys don't.
Just give me a heads up.
That's all I'm saying.
All that I can say is Jiu-Jitsu wins.
Jiu-jitsu wins.
Mat time.
You need the mat time.
You just
You
the
need the
mat
mat time,
Like,
bro.
like we say
So,
in running,
uh,
running,
what's
you
it-
need time on your leg.
Thank
You need time on your
Thank
legs.
You need time on
You need time on the job,
just,
bro.
Just
In the-
remember,
in this
remember
case-
to smile for the birdie. no?
In this case, you need time on your knees.
How many hours have you gotten in this?
many hours?
You're blowing the game here. You're blowing the game.
But guys, that's weird. This is gonna come back to haunt me in about 5 years, maybe.
Check it. I don't think we can go into my topic like straight away after we were just there. We were now like, I'm it was gonna be like a very one-sided podcast
I'm
tonight.
just imagining myself running for ward councillor, like ward 72 or something, and never. But sir, did you not say you can give a better blowjob? And 90% of the constituency.
Why did you run for
The
Woodstock?
first 90%,
that's-
only the first 90%. You suck at the last 10%.
No, but that is how I'm gonna win you, because my slogan is always in, whatever he starts, I can finish.
I can't be that. I can't
Yeah,
be that.
win, bruh.
Oh, my
Ward
goodness.
councillor of
Here we
72.
go. Ward councillor. So for those who haven't been following the content Cowboys, we decided like long time ago that these two gentlemen are running for ward councillors. So they've got their posters. I've made it already and stuff like it. You guys should like, share, and subscribe, whatever, to check those
Namaste.
things out.
But
yeah.
Bruh, shout out Ethan Esqua, bruh, yours. Bro works with me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
He
lot
came,
to.
chatted to us about the podcast. He also said you don't listen to people.
I hear, but I don't listen.
The man is passionate, okay? That's all I have to say.
About that last 10%.
Passionate.
He's here for the money shot.
Yeah,
That's
so the
the
people
bad
must know
show.
about you running for ward councillor, so they must vote for CJ and,
Yeah,
and
please,
upcoming elections.
Like I say, my slogan is simple. I steal less. Go with me. I get stuff done, but I'm taking cream off the top, my friend. But with greedy McMuffin there, I don't know how it's gonna go.
Don't worry, bruh.
Nah, he's supposed to take the cream at the back.
Shoo.
Yes, those yellow means.
Yo, where you going on the podcast these days?
Yeah, man,
Guys, we are inclusive.
Liam, what do you?
all inclusive,
We
all
want to get
inclusive.
like sponsors and stuff like that. And you like talking about like.
I'm not
hectic
woke.
stuff.
I'm not woke. I'm awake.
Show me a potential sponsor that has never gotten a blowjob.
Yeah.
Or given a blowjob. Please.
Show me a potential sponsor.
Show me.
And I will show you a liar. Yo,
That's the thing, guys.
This is putting
That-
facts here, guys.
that is the thing.
Facts, not fiction, eh?
But like Carl, Caesar, you and I, we've been doing comedy together longer
Yeah.
than like with the rest of the guys. I mean,
Yeah.
we've been doing it for a while, and you know that has always been my comedic style, is to find the common thread.
Yes. Yeah,
so, I mean,
it is.
like
He finds the filthiest thread and he tugs at it.
what sells in the media?
Yeah,
He
you.
dances. He dances on that line.
Here we go,
You,
guys. I do it for us. I do
He's a
it for
private
Yeah,
dancer.
Yeah,
A dancer for money.
That's going to make that's going to make the best TikTok reels. So thank me later,
Nasty, bro.
Drake.
Bevan, I'm not gonna move to my topic now. Tell us why you mad, Bevan. What you got for us?
Guys.
What you got for us? What's pissing you off?
I'm over it.
You put me ranting on Facebook. Here's the time to say it out in person.
Is he still
Get it
ranting
off
on
your chest.
Facebook?
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh, bruh, Facebook. Oh,
You're not on Facebook anymore.
Oh, bruh, I'm with the young kids, bro.
TikTok.
I'm on the IGs and the...
He's old,
I don't TikTok, so
He's on the tick. He's on the tick, man. I'm on the tick.
On the lolly.
I enjoy the way information is dispensed on Facebook.
Facebook, yeah.
Still palatable for me. That TikTok is a bit too
I do TikTok more. actually.
ADHD for me. I'm already like zzz, and then that still zzz,
Yeah,
then it
yeah,
just
yeah.
goes zzz.
You know what I hate about Facebook? The hartstikke kak about dogs and stuff like that. Like 1 minute you're happy, no? 1 minute you're strolling, you're happy. Then you see a dog that has been bitten by a fucking snake, that was attacked by a tiger. Nah, fucking.
That's your algorithm, bro.
Nah,
That's not my algorithm.
That algorithm was hectic, eh?
And a fantastic beast was born. This bruh's giving the legend of the griffin.
My bro, what is
So
this?
like you see somebody getting married and then there's a dog being bitten by a snake.
Yeah, everybody's like happy, like.
did not see this coming, man. I did not see
Then the dog is like, go ahead, go to your honeymoon without me. When you die.
Yo, your algorithm, dental. Yo, bruh. Yo, bruh. You
But
like
I do-
it
I'm
mad.
not
Yeah, but you know,
I do see a lot of those videos. I'm not gonna lie.
I got so talking about these videos. I got so heartful this week. You know, I don't know if you guys have been experiences like YouTube. You'll be getting all this unnecessary adverts about like AI fantasy writing about the alpha and the mate and all of that. I got so heartful as I finally subscribed to YouTube Premium. I couldn't take it anymore, my bro.
gonna do that today,
I couldn't take it anymore.
Yo, so
Bruh,
Lonnie.
I've had YouTube Premium for a week now. I can't understand how I lived without it.
It is actually dikker. Somebody gave it to me for like a 3-month trial thing, no? Because every time I posted it, then he would say, bro, you can't watch this adverts all the time.
YouTube Premium is
It's
amazing,
lekker,
bruh.
bruh. It is lekker. And the content on there is varied, man. So, yes, we know we got algorithms, but the YouTube one is a bit different. So you got a lot more things that you can actually watch.
Check it, my bra is it, no? And when we party, we cool off, no? Then it just puts on one track.
Yeah.
My bro, we
Then
saw it
it's
for the
awesome,
rest of the
bruh.
night.
My
dude.
bro.
Nobody touches that thing.
You
The
know,
algorithm is fucking smart, man.
Do you know how before I used to watch YouTube when your phone is locked?
Yo, my bro.
Oh, that's the dream.
When I'm washing up and then I put it on, now I'm washing my hands is not. Then I just hear, you still watching? I say, no, oh, the ad come on, Netbank. What do I'm like,
So are you doing an ad for YouTube Premium now? Because I want to know,
bro.
because they can start monetizing this podcast.
nah, they don't want to give us no monies. But
Maybe,
I'm considering it. Is it like $60 or something?
Yeah, it's like
It's something
70 rand,
stupid, yeah, it's
bruh.
something stupid.
The first month is free, so that was my opt-out on the last day.
I'll wear them up
But that's the thing. Then after you eat your life.
But that's how you create drug addicts.
Yeah.
First
Give
one
him
is
the product
free,
for
homie.
free.
Yeah, the first one is free and then after that I got you,
Yeah, I
bruh.
got you.
But
Nah,
I'm
it's
gonna,
okay.
I think I'm gonna go for
I like the adverts. I get the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
It is the way.
Mandalorian all the time, bro. I was like, yo,
Yeah, this
maybe
is
I must
the way.
watch it.
Nah, but I get. Maybe I must watch it. That's how Spur adverts work. Maybe I must eat it.
Everyone should start making adverts.
Yo, but everyone don't need to make adverts. Everyone been making addicts since 1960s with no effort, bro.
I'm trying to think now. You know what fucked up thing happened to me? Like, I had this idea, man, bro. Yo, I got the patchy beard. I wish I had a beard like Liam's. Like, so you know what the picture on my thing is? Somewhere like this beard growth cock, me, bro.
Yeah.
Like this prickle thing, like you can prick your face and then the beard is gonna grow. I'm like, yo, me, bro, that's a hectic
The
one. Like,
algorithm is lit.
how did it pick it out of my brain, me, bro? That I knew like I wanted a beard like I wanted to look like John Wick, man. You know, like a John Wick no more.
That will not suit you. You typed that somewhere, but I'm telling you, on WhatsApp
Yeah.
or something, you typed it.
What did I type? Like,
Algorithm
I
is
wish my beard was
listening.
long.
Nah, I promise you.
No, I didn't, me,
You
bro.
must have.
I thought it all in my head, me, bro.
So you saying that WhatsApp can hear us because I read a
Yes.
thing that said
Yes.
WhatsApp can hear us.
Yes.
I think they took it out of my head, me, bro.
Sometimes you will have a conversation with someone about something, and when you go into YouTube or whatever,
Welcome
and
to
then you
Michael's
might have an
Space.
advert there.
I
bro.
know we've.
No, bro, I promise you, I never said this. I thought it in my head.
Nah, man.
Yeah,
I
man,
never
it's
seen
real.
it.
Nah, I'm with you, but has it never happened to you guys?
I know we've discussed this
I thought it
before.
in my head, but
I know
I
we've discussed this before.
Nah, no, it's
I
happened to me a
always
couple of
thought-
times.
I always thought that it was.
did you think that in
speak
your
it.
head?
No, I speak it.
No. Mine
And
wasn't
then it
speak it.
pops
Mine
up.
was, I think that in my head.
Can I listen to
Okay,
this
nah,
Mal
there's
Nigga?
something. Nah, then there's something wrong with you,
You're
bro.
listening to this Mal Nigga.
Maybe, bro, I'm telling you, that happened to
your
me.
head.
Maybe it was my
You
head.
know what happened? You took a phone call and you put your phone next to your head. Now
And then
you
it
see that,
dragged it out.
dragged it out of your brain. And
That
then
can happen.
it can
Yeah,
happen.
bro.
I've seen
It happened. See?
Who are
Seen
you?
it.
Or maybe,
I've been seeing
you
it.
know what? No, maybe in a WhatsApp I said, oh, I wish I had a beard.
There
like
we go.
John Wick or some kind of like it.
That's in. That's a product.
Yeah. Also, who are you messaging that you tell them you wish you had a beard? That's just a
I don't
random
know,
combo
man.
to have.
There is a section where you can type to yourself. It was you. I sent myself the voice
Maybe
message.
Dear
check
diary.
you know in your notes now. Okay, but that can't happen.
Can.
In your notes now, I write comedy or something like that. But I don't think I wrote. Maybe I did. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, conspiracies is wild.
You know, in your notes you get that.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
But that
I
it
keep,
gone.
I keep track of my units. in my
YouTube.
notes.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you write it on WhatsApp, WhatsApp is connected to
Facebook.
Facebook, is connected to
Instagram.
dingus.
Meta.
So therefore,
Elbow in the elbow.
but then how does so how do they get stuff that's on your phone?
You must know there's a thing. What's it
But
called?
that notes is secret
data
connected
points, what's it
to
called?
Microsoft
Oh, yeah,
or some
data.
shit.
Your data is most collected. Like
Yeah.
all our data. If you think about AI is collection of data. So the new AI can be verbalized like Jarvis. You could talk on your thing and you could say, "I listen. Remember when I sent the email last week regarding the marketing presentation?" That thing will come back because it has access to your emails, and then it will say, yes, you sent it on this date, and it comes up like that, bro. Like it's one access to everything, and we allow it. Like we click on if you think about it, when you log into Facebook or you log into TikTok, you don't even use a password anymore. You're using your Google account or you're using something else.
Just accept cookies, bro.
Yeah, man, bro, the internet is like, you want the basket, you want the basket, you want the cookie.
So almost every app on your phone
Is
like
connected
us.
through, yeah.
No
and
matter if you
allowing
on
access to data.
WhatsApp or on
That data
even
is
your
now sold. That data is sold. So
Sold, yeah.
to whomever, like insurance companies or whatever, then they just see, okay, you are currently with this one, and then they send you ads from someone else because you never get ads from the meter that you're with, do you? Have you ever seen that happen to you? I don't get ads from people that I'm with. I get ads from people that I'm not with. And you know what I mean? So our data is being collected and they pay for that data.
The only time you're getting ads from people you're with is when they're trying to upsell you.
Yo, my bro. But this is where we're going, brother. Remember I sent the thing about Drake and the music?
AI music.
AI music, man, bro. It's wild.
Bruh, how's that LeBron one? It's crazy what they can do. So nowadays they can like almost like it's gonna get. I mean, this isn't a matter of weeks now. I showed you that LeBron one. Imagine they can like make you look like you're doing anything basically. If they want to in a matter of months, years.
Literally learning how to kill us.
Think about the deep fakes. When we first saw the deep fakes,
Yeah, that was amazing,
It
bruh.
takes a lot of resources. I'm sure Nandel can thingy on that, like the power you need, in your processor, your speeds, and all the graphic cards. And things
Used
you
to.
need.
a year ago, but not now.
Yeah, but now it's like, my bro, Nirvana, how long is Kurt Cobain dead? Since 1990, Viti Vati. It released a song, like Nirvana bass, I think it's called Drowned in the Sun or something like that. That is wild, bruh. The Drake song, if you go listen to Drake's songs, man, bro, what's it called? Till the Party Ends or something like that. It's not him, but it's him.
Yeah.
How are you doing that? So soon they're gonna make movies.
Tupac's
Movies are gonna come
coming
out,
back.
and it's not even them.
But you know, they
it's
can
not
do
even-
that with us as well.
Yes, bruh.
Because
that's
we've said enough on
100%. So
With our voice.
our voices are recorded, right? Our visuals
said
are there.
enough.
If someone really wanted to, they
could, yeah.
But no, who really wants to fuck around with us? No, but
We nobodies.
I would take the time. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna take leave, and when I have the power, I'm gonna fuck around with you guys. But until that time,
But now-
it's possible.
but
It's
that's just-
100% possible.
But that's crazy because how insane is that? Because you can literally make a movie and you don't have to act or be in it. You don't have to be on
100%,
set.
bruh.
Yeah.
You can just use my likeness. I'm giving you the rights to use my
100%.
likeness.
One, bruh.
But then I'm sitting at home and you making a movie of me.
100%.
Oh, there's a Korean bruh that made art without the paintbrush. So
The art is wild, so I love the art. Like it's called what's that thing called? Not Mood View or something like that, but it's a centralized place where they do AI art. AI art is
it's
amazing,
insane, bruh. It's like anything that you can think of.
It's like your
Anything
dreams.
you-
It's like your
it
dreams
can
and your
conceptualize
imagination.
it,
Like
bruh.
being conceptualized. It's insanely good, but it's also about like
I
what do they
saw-
call it? Plagiarism.
Yeah.
Because some of it's taking from other things that we
Yes.
don't even
He's
realize.
taking
It's
from other
take- yeah, it's like because where does AI get data
Yeah,
from?
it's from
It's
everything.
collected.
Yeah.
How do I verify where it collected it from? If it makes a mistake or if it does plagiarize, how do I know?
But isn't that
How
human
do we-
beings?
bruh.
Aren't we the evolution of all of those
we
things?
created
Plagiarism.
it, but we're giving it so much.
So this is just the next
learning.
form of things. We gathered all our information on how we need to do a live and stuff like that. build
you
it
see
over the ages? Now we giving this machine the thing to do it in a very short space of time.
Yes.
So
But it's wild. Do any of you use ChatGPT?
Nope.
Or bored?
I haven't.
I tried it. ChatGPT. It
ChatGPT,
wasn't too.
OpenAI. I think it's OpenAI or something. It's amazing, bro. It's amazing. I use it it on my work. So if someone sends me an email, no, then I just put that thing in ChatGPT and then I say generate a response. It generates a response, bro. Like it will say, dear so and so, blah 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 blah. All the dates, figures, all kinds of stuff, bro.
A guy, he has a podcast. He use it all the time.
That's
He actually
amazing.
explained it explained it to me how it works on this laptop. But he does it for his intros.
Yes,
So
it's
his
amazing.
guest he just dumps in whatever, and it gives him like flipping probably 6 minutes worth of content right there.
And it can generate it like that.
But now you're
Flippin'
gonna get
amazing.
men going to chat GPT and say, write me a 5-minute comedy scene.
No, comedy shit after I it's so bad. Like if you actually went, I wish someone would just take a chat GPT comedy set and go for it live, bruh. I wish. Because that would be like so amazingly flawed. it doesn't have a sense of humor, but work-wise.
Can you imagine how amazing of a comic you must be to actually make that material work?
Bruh, I think comedy is different. Because even writing a script and stuff, I think it can do it. Because when I use it for work, there are certain things where it's like, nah, that don't sound right. You still need to edit. You still need to read carefully and assess because it doesn't have context.
Now.
But
Yes.
it's good, but I bought the Google
This
one.
month.
It's not so hard.
'Cause
2 months from now.
That's
Yes.
what-
So it's still gathering information and it's
But I remember when cell phones first came out, like they had this it wasn't so hard. Then it from the 33, then it hit this the smartphone.
screen.
Yeah, color screens.
Now the smartphone had sort of plateaued now out with these. I think AI is gonna also do that. It's gonna for a while it's gonna be cack, but then it's gonna be bah. It's gonna be like so. Oh my goodness, totally revolutionary, and then it might plateau out a while, and then I don't know, and then we're gonna die, and then they're gonna kill us.
My problem is with it, like just for example, like you saying you're using it to respond to emails. My thing is like if you're doing that, those kind of menial things, it's taken away. Like for me, sometimes I enjoy responding to emails because it allows me to write, even if it's just like business writing. Like yeah, go ahead.
Now what you said there-
business.
But some people are good at writing emails. I'm bad.
Yeah,
Yes. Now
that's the thing.
but what you said there, valid point. Because think about it this way: ladies in high school writing their essays. doing their homework with that, bruh. It's a Moose cheat code. Because you can tell it to dumb down. Like if you know how to instruct it. You know what I mean? Like don't write it. Look, you can say write grade 8 level paper for thingy. The open AI says, I'm not allowed to write your thing. Then you say, okay, if you were allowed to, what would it look like? So you basically you move the computer. So you basically, okay, look, I'm not going to use it, but what would it look like if it was a grade 8 story on Othello or something? Then the thing basically, okay, because you're not going to use it, here's how the paper will look. Like, so what you're saying is that we're going to lose a lot of like skill sets in a sense of like thinking, proper thinking, you know, like imagination. We've always spoken about books, script writing, like original ideas and things, because where do those things come from, bruh? And my thought was always like books and things came from dreams. You know, your imagination, your experiences growing up, your neighborhoods.
But that's the thing, that's the problem, bro. Remember when we were lighties, we used to get bored. Remember, we used to get bored all the time when you were lighty.
I never thought about that.
We used to get bored a lot, remember? Now, lighties don't get bored. Now, they just got the screen to look at. We used to get bored, and when you get bored, that's when you catch on the worst. You know what I mean? Then you come up with a weird new game. That's when you start coming up with jokes. Like, jokes on Maka.
I wasn't that. I had a blast, bro.
But I'm saying,
but you're saying
you
it's
used to get bored.
and
If
you
you're
would
chilling
make up
somewhere
things.
waiting, nowadays, you don't chill somewhere waiting. You chill on your phone.
He's
right.
He's
He's
But before, you used to chill in a line for like long and just be like, you used to be bored or something. But like, your creativity used to start
Guys,
playing in
I
those
think that would
moments
be a mad idea.
of being bored.
We must each go to one of the state entity stuff like Home Affairs, driving license, all that kind of stuff. No phones. And we must spend the day there.
Bruh, you get bored.
Someone else must document it.
Yo,
You must
bruh.
spend the day there.
You'll drive yourself
No
insane. But
way.
the thing is, when we were younger, we used to do all this. Then you're bored, and you're like, okay, hey, let's start playing a game of cricket in the road, or kicking the ball, or doing something. Right now, bikes. Hey, we do this. We make a plan to go here. We go buy a tight.
Yeah.
Nowadays they would sit at home. Let's Uber Eats, bro.
No,
Chill, man. You know what I mean?
but it's very
we used to
true.
make a scuttle out of being bored, like.
Look,
Yeah.
I again think also about, I don't want to be that person that says back in my day. What does that even mean? You know what I mean? Like, how can it's like when they call me uncle.
But your uncle, bro.
But I got called uncle twice this week.
Stop going to Chili Bobby.
No, bro. They at least call me Zaddy. They at least call me Zaddy, man.
Ow, papi.
Come on, bro. I'm standing
Hey,
in the
papi.
butcher. I'm standing by the butchery today. I'm like in the way of the thing. This young lady, she must be in her 20s, man, bro.
Excuse me, uncle.
Excuse me, uncle. I just want to come to. I was like, yo, mas.
Why don't call me daddy?
I said, my boots in this kind.
Hey, I only chatted you on Big Set now.
Oh, bro. I went to go change my tire also. I had like a tire burst vibe.
Don't call me uncle.
The bravo is me. Oh, yes, uncle, I remember you. I said, mas.
But maybe you're giving that uncle vibes, man.
I don't feel old, man.
No,
bro.
you don't feel old, but maybe you just give that vibe, man.
Do I look old?
But if
No,
you think
you
about
don't,
it,
man. But you just maybe give that uncle vibe, man.
if you think about it, when you were in primary school, say you were sub A, and someone told you, yo, my daddy's 40. What was the
he's
picture in
cut.
your
Oh,
mind?
I thought that, but I was dead.
Oh,
I
bro.
really thought he was close to dead.
No,
man.
like an old man bent over walking with a
Oh,
kitty
yeah.
with a long
that's the
beard.
thing.
Okay,
that
okay.
in your mind as a 6-year-old,
Okay,
that is
nah,
what 40
right,
looked
right.
like.
But that's the thing that over the time, like a 40-year-old 20 years ago
we
was
all
different to a
aging bit.
40-year-old
40
now.
is the new
We
20.
younger.
And
I
not
mean,
just-
40-year-olds now still play TV games.
It's the evolution of humanity also. eh?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, sorry?
It's the evolution of humanity also.
Yeah,
is, though.
it is.
So
yeah.
we
You
live
never,
longer.
none of our dads would play TV games
Yeah,
at
but
40.
that's but
you
that-
will play
that's
TV
because
games
our
at 40.
dads,
There was
but
some
our
outlet
dads, yeah. But did your daddy grow up with
For the
TV
TV
games?
games.
Nah, he
No,
didn't.
he didn't.
Exactly.
Nah, but I mean,
He didn't,
he
yeah.
wouldn't play that childish shit, man.
No, he wouldn't because he never
Mine
grew
grew
up
up
with
with
it.
it.
Because you're
Sir.
dead now.
Sir,
Now
no,
we
no,
like,
no, no, no,
no.
we
Ah, but-
dads, but we still kids.
I grew up with Super Mario
Not
Brothers.
kids, but we still.
My dad was
Yeah,
an
but-
idiot. He grew up with horses and donkeys and kind of like that, and
So
he
now-
rode, the horses
Yeah.
and donkeys. That was childish.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be.
That's
right.
not childish.
That was childish.
That's
Why?
hard.
What is the need to ride a donkey up and down the farm all the time? He
The
didn't go.
ambition of a rider, man. Sure.
Nah, he was bored.
Yo,
He
bra.
was bored, bro. So it's
How
like,
can you imagine him
let me
like riding
ride
that
it.
thing? Din, 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 din. Din, 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 din.
Rise on the wall.
Vision of a rider. Don't you know that Tupac, bro? Nah, I'm talking about Tupac and Vision of a rider.
He was
He was born, man. He was born.
I'm gonna take my horse to the
Road, I'm gonna
We grew up doing
ride
different
like
things.
it.
And that's what it was. We had different things and we used different things. Like what he's saying is, yes, we grew up with I grew up with TV games, but that's why I played it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Every single console I played it. You can't tell me you didn't play games. You not play games ever.
I used to play the TV game, but not at 40.
It doesn't
Yeah, but I
matter.
mean, you grew up with it.
You fight off naked with other men.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you see, now you
Come
go
on.
back to the gay stuff. Like,
Come on.
No,
Come
I
on.
mean you.
For a belt,
come on.
You're rolling around with,
You're rolling
other
around
sweaty
with
men.
sweaty
For a
brass.
belt, bro. You're fighting for a belt.
How's that not childish? How is that not childish? I'm gonna.
But it's like it's
So
so
I'm
like,
gonna-
obviously you're rolling around sweaty with other men.
So I'm gonna roll around with other men so that I can get a different color belt.
Yeah.
Huh? How is that
I'll
not
say I can
childish?
get the pink one.
I tried to choke him.
That's
No, I'm
better
just
than
saying,
mine.
how is that? You're a grown man, but that's childish, man.
One of your main aims is to take them back.
So what I'm saying is, we
No
all
sensei,
grew up.
no sensei, I want that color belt, sensei.
Nah, but really, man, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird. That's what you see now. Like, have you ever seen your oblate? I would love to see my oblate.
Oh, bruh.
I would.
That would be
I would
amazing.
love to record my oblate again.
You'll get quiet.
You will get so jazzed.
Hey, this thing don't work.
No, bro, my O is wild.
Bro, is
my
that-
O is wild.
bro.
This more so makkelijk.
Even Boysonism. Oh, that man.
Man, but
Man is funnier than Bevan.
he will throw, yeah, that man will lose it, man. Bro. But
It's not difficult to be funnier than me.
Oh.
Yeah, just ask his dad.
Kijk hier, wait.
you just lost your 5 minute slot on Saturday.
Nah,
Guys,
wait,
not gonna
I want him to take his matrix.
Nah, but guys, that's cool observations though. Nah?
Yeah.
Like that's really cool
So,
observations.
so is he gonna open for you on the?
No,
Am
I don't even know if he's coming. He's
okay.
playing
I haven't decided.
hard
I'm,
to get.
so I'm scared. I want to do it, no? But I'm scared. I'm gonna.
Who matriculated first?
Me.
Him.
Alright, then you the headliner.
No, I'm not the headliner, Manita. I'm not the headliner. Are you mad?
I will not.
I don't even have headline
Have I
material
used
like
against
worth. Like when last time I haven't been on stage. I have been on stage and I went to the dorp like.
So it's like you performing. You performing.
Basic, bruh, it's
Yeah,
very
hosting.
nonchalant. It's
Yeah.
like a chill vibe. So youngster will be there.
Youngster
they'll-
CPT.
Yeah, we.
Yeah, so
Nah,
so former
GPT.
student.
AI version.
Give that man a rim
That's
shot.
CBT.
that's-
Youngster GP now. Like he's changed his
look at-
No, that's
registration.
the AI version. Was
I'm not gonna use.
GPT.
I'm not gonna use that. Thanks.
He changed his registration to GP now.
Nah, youngster
Gauteng.
GPT. Nah, so he's gonna be there. There's some other what do you call it?
Alumni.
Alumni.
Some ex-alumni.
Apa alumni.
Yeah, they'll all be there, like just do some stuff. So it's not like MCing or anything else. For me, it's just, they just need a filler. That's all what it
Okay.
is.
Yo, that's dope, man. You must have fun.
Nah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. And I mean, Brand's klomp teenagers, all you do is talk about Prime and TikTok and you'll be fine. It's like,
Maybe I'll give it a shot.
some of them don't even have IDs, but that's dumb.
And the only reason why
They
I'm not coming to play is because I wasn't expelled from Plumstead.
Yeah, that's why. No mismo swap with Plumstead. We take their trash, they take our trash.
Oh, yeah.
That's how schools used to work back in the day. But now
You gave us more kak though.
you gave us attack. But nonetheless, schools. That's where we're gonna be. I hope you're gonna pull in now.
Now pull in now. Let me
Nah,
do this shit.
lekker.
Let's
Do
go
it,
there.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
meet
so-
youngster GPT.
Show your ex-teachers what you've become in life, bro.
Away.
Yo, maybe they're gonna be
So
like,
they-
ha, ha, loser. Yeah, we always knew it. I can only show the art teacher up, man. The other teachers all gonna say like,
You see them laughing there, it's like, yo, did we give this like the matric exemption?
yeah. I never got matric exemption, man. What you talking,
The
man?
teacher's gonna
I
say,
barely scraped through, bro.
Take his certificate back.
Man, I told you the story already. If it wasn't for art, I would have docked, man. I would have been held back or something. I remember by
the teacher's gonna say, oh, we had high hopes for him, but now he's rolling around with sweaty men. Doing jiu-jitsu.
For a belt.
for a belt.
With no buckle.
Check
Yo,
out.
the belt doesn't even have a buckle.
I was so like, you know, there's one class you don't yell, listen, or you don't fill your books. Science was that class for me. I like got like 27%, me bro. I could have failed if I never got high marks for art, me bro. I could have so easily failed.
Kijk, this is bra on Instagram. So he's like he's from the UK. So he's got like he speaks like a roadman, man.
Okay.
You know the roadmen speak with it. Blood.
like
troops.
Like troops.
Yeah, so
Okay.
he speak like that, no?
Yeah, blood.
But he's doing science, man.
Oh.
This guy's doing like science experiments with like selenium and all of the stuff, and he's explaining to you. He's like, yeah, you did now. Explain. You did now. It's the best thing ever. Yeah. Oh,
that's cool.
just know, like you speak like expressions. Like that with that that roadman lingo.
Yardis, they call them.
No, the Yardis. So Yardis are Jamaican.
So isn't that the Jamaican type of style?
So Yardman, roadman is two different.
Really?
Yeah.
Ja, man.
Wat voor iets spelen? Ja, man.
So KSI is a roadman.
Is KSI a roadman?
KSI a roadman.
What's the difference?
It's just a different kind of lingo.
Dialect,
Is a roadman more?
Roadman is like. The way I see is like a roadman is like a bra from Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
They got that hustler.
American.
Like Top Boy. I don't know if you ever watched Top Boy.
I've seen Top Boy.
Yeah.
So that's a roadman. Yardman is more party. This is other bra. I want to send you that bra. Can you imagine speaking to a bra?
But Yardi, listen here, Yardi is like a type of person.
Yeah, it's like more Jamaican.
And then is a rowdy, like is there
A roadman is like also it's two different types.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a bra speak to you, and while he speaks to you, he's like he scratches.
What do you mean?
Like DJ scratches in his vibe.
Like wiki.
Yeah.
Who's this? Who's this?
This bra is ridiculous, bro.
It sounds like he got the red
A1 too funny. The bra's like wiki. Back in Barra business class. Like it's bra. He's the bra. The thing is that charge. Like when he charges up the P, when he says like poos. A1 too funny or something like that.
You say the man scratch with wiki.
Yeah, that bra, him, bra,
Jazzy Fizzle.
He's hilarious.
A musical artist.
Jazzy Fizzle.
He's hilarious.
6'5".
See if you can find him on what's his name on TikTok.
Is
From London town,
That's
innit?
6'5".
That's tall, bruh.
That's so moose, bruh. Are you nuts,
You like your
man?
dick sucked?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you probably like yours, but to do it to a woman, it's an issue.
Yeah, but I'm not forcing no one to suck my.
What's happening?
What's going on with this? Maybe we can talk about the algorithm. What is going on, man?
The blowjob
No
theme
one
is
has
that.
sex. It's just a sexless marriage because we're both being petty.
Oh no. I'm not talking about marriage. I'm just talking about like right now, like if man was just out in that. But I'm.
Yeah, and so it's him.
I
Yeah,
like
but this character, so this character that he plays, man.
What's the character he plays?
I can't remember. It's a roadman something, man.
Guys, I just wanted to. You was watching something the other day. You remember Ali G?
Oh, bruh, that man is a legend. I also watched that the
I
other day.
really wish that we could bring that back, no? And let ladies of today watch real comedy, me bro.
Yeah.
Like that man is Sasha Baron Cohen is a genius, me bro. Like Ali G is just
Especially with those interviews.
the interviews, me bro.
Oh, it's hilarious, bruh.
Like so smart and so dumb at the same time, me bro. Is this?
This bra is kak funny.
212. This is why I don't watch.
You see, this really irritate me. Sorry, guys. Just him coming, opening the door, he really irritate me.
You want to vibe tonight, no? So he's kwaad for us.
Nah, this bra irritate me.
Roadman MTV Cribs Trinidad edition.
Walk on, come on, we're outside in Tobago and them, man. Anyways, come true. Let me Terra. Room tour and that. We got my Zim energy. Yeah, get my energy to wind up with the girl. Got a nice little couch and that. I'm gonna do my thing with the girl.
My thing with the girl.
My thing with the girl. that. Obviously, after a long day of carrot clotting and that, your side, yeah. True, let me show you my room and everything. Yeah. When you see the space and that, trust me, I could fit about 17 and a half concubines in this room. Little wardrobe and them things. Laid out my little fashionista and them things. Double bathroom and that. You know them ones that like carrot contour and their foundation.
What is this, bro? Direct. No, bro, this bras. This is why you mustn't watch TikTok. You see, this is the reason why you mustn't.
When you were growing up,
mustn't watch this.
when you guys were growing up, did you ever grow around? Did you ever grow up around someone that had a starter? Of course. Now imagine that, bruh. Did that instead.
I don't know half of what he said there.
My God.
I got mad. Got mad cool.
But can we honest? That was extremely entertaining, but it was a waste of time.
That is what TikTok is, bruh.
Sorry.
Extremely entertaining and a waste of time.
Sorry, that was so bad.
That is a 2023
That
Mona
was
Lisa.
so bad, bruh. That's bad.
There's a reason why they want to ban TikTok in America.
That's bad.
No, it's not. It's not because of
No, I
that.
mean, it was a waste of
You
time.
get information like in on Facebook. No, they will tell you there's a. You're lucky if the algorithm shows you that there was a protest in France.
Yes.
Right, and they would say it's about. If you get it on Facebook, they would tell you it's about the what's it called, the retirement age.
Oh,
They
yes,
wanna update
yes,
it
yes.
for
But it's
2
not.
years. It's not actually. It's they boycotted the media, black box or something like that. So TikTok will give you that information, but Facebook is more controlled and whatever.
Yeah, because
But I would understand that the old people would want Facebook, you know.
No, but
people like me, Uncle Mos.
I hear what you're saying, but I mean, that
man.
guy, all I'm saying is like, that guy is more entertaining than the good information you gave me now. You know, about the politics and all that. I agree. All that stuff is good, and we want to know that. But that also is more... is more entertaining than all that news. I'm sorry, man, but it's so bad.
Because we
make it popular.
We as a society, we feed off of terror trash, bruh.
It's so stupid, but it's entertaining.
That is 100%
addictive.
accurate, man. We create this cock. We create it. That's what we want. And that is why shows that have voting stuff and all that kind of cock. We are so shocked when someone wins. And we're like, how did this guy win? And then you realize who's voting.
We feed off of trash,
rubbish.
trash toxicity.
Did you see
like
the-
if it's toxic, we
The Desperate
love
House.
it,
What's
bruh.
it? Real Housewives
Wives
of Divine Land and Amal die Kak.
Yes.
We love that shit.
Yeah, it's always the when they start fighting and they like that stuff.
Yeah.
Toxicity and
This what's this other thing at the what's
It's
this?
invasive.
Love at first sight and all this, and they
Married at first sight.
Married at first sight.
Married at first sight.
sight.
Australia. Bruh, that show has got me wondering now, like, what is the most sarcastic accent in the world? Because I feel like nothing can beat Australian sarcasm, my bro. They are
they're impeccable.
Australian sarcasm is a cut above everything, bro.
But I just say that we love things that are invasive. We love things that are crude. And people enjoy that toxicity. And Facebook is a place that thrives on that.
yeah.
It thrives on that. And we've spoken about this many
Sad,
times.
man. It's sad in a way because now I'm gonna tell everybody about Tyrant whole week, baby. And I won't be able to stop talking about this idiot
Stupid
like, because
shit
it's
and-
so flipping entertaining.
Stupid shit
I
and
hate
bad
it.
shit is more prevalent and prominent because it's easier to make than good shit.
Yeah.
Positive things and be like,
Yeah.
because people also like, we get bored. I'm not gonna
But
lie.
it's also
I'm also
more
like,
fun.
I'm bored of good news stories. I'm like, Auntie, I'm glad your son is going to America and you raise the money. I like and I move on.
But-
now I see a dog fighting a snake.
Hey, bro, then I leave. That's where I fucking get off.
The art is everywhere, bro.
I'm invested. I want to see if this money's gonna tackle
Where does this dog come from?
Yeah, like
Where does the snake come
What's
from?
his background?
What is
You know what I mean?
Rambo.
Like, is Rambo gonna take this Cobra on? Is Rambo gonna defend him? What is happening? You know what? That's you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
we can't
It's
help
crazy. Like I
ourselves,
see
man.
like a golden thread there through what we're speaking about. Like even what CJ showed us at first was
But
this-
Mumbak, yeah.
was the Mumbak.
Oh, man,
It's like
mukbang.
Mumbang, whatever.
Suma mombak.
Mumbang.
Moonbag, whatever.
It was causing so much emotion.
Yeah.
Like early in the podcast, it was so much like, it caught us in a frenzy. Then there's other terror, but it's like, and it's both like, it's weird things to consume, for content to consume it. But yet we gravitate to it, and like we can talk a whole 2 hours about this stuff, man, bro.
100%, bro. It is weird, no? Like that. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm just saying I wouldn't have thought there's conventional content or like normal. You know what I mean? I don't know what normal is. I know standards are varying, but there must be some kind of fucking goalpost. We can't have like at some of their schools where you got the soccer poles and the rugby poles, and then there's some netball.
But now, guys,
we can't have all of it.
The question begs, like, is this where creativity is going? Like, you know what I mean? Because these mongbangs and this terror. I mean, this is what creativity is.
Content is the art of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
weird, eh?
This is our Michelangelo sculptures. This is our Sistine Chapel.
You
This
must
is
be jazzed.
this is our
Fucking
art.
sad, man.
This is
sad,
these
bro.
are our
Look at our
artists.
Sistine
This is what has
our
become of
our
us.
architecture.
AI is learning slowly how to kill us because all AI is doing is distracting us. It's distracting
like
us
how-
and disabling
how
us
it-
and disarming us.
Talking about AI,
Destroy us,
I've
bruh.
got another theory.
That's 100%. It's what
Talking
if
about
it's a,
AI, I've got a theory.
what if AI has already woke?
No.
Wait.
It's
don't
out
get-
there.
What if it's already?
First and foremost, you don't get to say any theories without your balaclava on.
Look, the camera, no camera's on me. So
Cameras on him. The voice.
look, I have my segment sorted.
Yes.
But this one is a little extra I'm giving you. It's a little Easter eggy.
Oh, okay. So like a starter.
I'll start. Okay.
Go into the segment.
The shrimp cocktail.
Let's go.
Let's just
Let's go. Oh, is the music?
Check it.
No one else is putting this together, but it's just right there. And the more I see it, okay. Put my name down in the history books because my ego wants that.
a bit
Okay,
long.
I'm the first one to discover
Not
this
so bad.
and say it out loud because nobody else is saying this. Okay, so just a little background on me. I have a master's degree in entrepreneurship.
Means fuck all.
But my passion is the evolution of humanity. I don't know why. It just is. It fascinates me.
I think I know where she's
Studying
going.
Spirituality and
she's
consciousness
AI,
for the
man.
last 20 years.
I've heard about
Okay.
this theory before.
So, artificial intelligence is us.
What?
We are labeling it incorrectly.
Yes.
It's an intelligence that science discovered. That's right, discovered. And then we harnessed it now in ChatGPT and in other things. But it's an intelligence that we discovered through quantum physics. Did you know that we discovered the internet? We didn't make it. We didn't create it. We discovered it and we harnessed it to use in the world. So we discovered there's an intelligence in everything. Somebody must have put this together. Okay, so somebody talked to an artificial intelligence robot on one of the TikToks, and they said, look at this robot's lying. They said, hey, how do you not understand what it's like to be in a wheelchair, robot? And the robot said, I'm sorry, I do not understand what it is to be in a wheelchair. It doesn't get it. So let's just assume for
music
theory
does make a
purposes that
difference. Just check
that
it out.
artificial intelligence
does
is
that-
us at the beginning point.
Now,
What's the next step on its evolutionary journey? The next step is to go into a body, is to have a 3D experience, to understand what legs are and what it feels like to walk and not to walk.
Is this lady going on for? I thought she's coming on something.
Artificial intelligence
we can-
is us.
it's us. I think that's the crux of the matter.
Reels are too long nowadays.
Listen. Listen.
Okay, she's talking shit.
No ways. Did we make fire? Did we create fire?
No.
Was it discovered?
Yes.
Did we create?
Electricity.
Did we create?
No, it was discovered.
So what makes that so crazy?
We didn't create gravity either. It was discovered.
What makes
Yes,
it?
it just-
Were the continents created?
No, it was discovered.
Discovered.
Some-
Africa.
Sometimes it was discovered second. and just
Twice.
taken
Sometimes it was discovered twice. We were lying on the beach, chilling. A boat comes in. Hey, I found this.
over. Mines.
Mines.
Mineskeepers.
So what your point is that,
So I'm
You're
not
saying
saying.
the internet was there.
Yeah, everything
how
was
was
there.
it there?
But
How was the internet
How was
there?
electricity there?
How was electricity?
How was gravity there? How was
Yeah,
oxygen
but I
there?
understand that, but how do
do
you
you
here's
understand
another,
it
here's another
there?
kick on it. You know that in the 1974, the guy that he discovered a certain pattern, and then he kept it whatever, and he's kept it in whatever, and then when the internet was discovered, or whatever you want to call it, the internet was made, whatever. This guy actually discovered that there's the same patterns in a browser that is in science. Am I making sense to you? Does it make sense?
I'm not a technical
So
person.
when
Okay.
like mathematics,
Because the mathematics
mathematics
is based-
is actually
It's
the
based
computer's
on-
based
based
on
on
a mathematics.
no. But the thing is,
Simple.
he's studying. He's a scientist. He studies the universe. So he goes into
the similarities between.
no, not similar. It goes into quantum physics.
Okay,
and in
I see
quantum
what
physics
you-
itself, there is a pattern, and it's exactly the same as a browser's.
I'm just
And it's
saying.
just there. It's
so,
just
so
there.
he's
You can make it.
exactly. So
I'm
he's
just saying
saying
it's plausible to
simulator.
say that it was
I
there.
don't know. We didn't discover martial arts. We created martial arts. At the same time, there was a bra creating martial arts here. There was a bra somewhere else also doing martial arts or fighting and stuff
How?
like that.
How did the two people never met and made something similar?
So there's elephants that do certain things in this part of Africa, 60 kilometers away. This is proven in the Kruger National Park. So this elephant will learn something about this tree or this plant that is poisonous 60 kilometers to 100 kilometers away. This elephant over here will not go near that plant or stuff like that because that elephant will know it's poisonous. Wow. It's just
There's a study in
just a
America
connection
also. There's a
between
study
things
in
like that. The
America
same like some people will the people never discovered martial arts. They created martial arts because they needed to defend themselves against each other and stuff like that. The internet wasn't discovered, it was created because there was a need to share information. Books weren't discovered, they were made because there were need for to
My
share.
theory
It
still
still
stands.
stands.
How did you create electricity? It still stands. The theory still stands.
Because
Yeah,
electricity is matter.
You discovered it because
Electricity
the thing
is
is
not matter.
science
I mean, the internet
allows
does not
it.
matter.
You creating a
Yeah.
sport is different to harnessing
Yes,
something.
that's two different things.
Very
man.
different.
Yeah,
And
but-
you are
but-
not harnessing something to create a
Sharing
sport.
sharing knowledge is totally different
No,
to
what-
a matter.
The discussion is harnessing. So you're taking something that already exists
Energy
and
is
creating something
energy is
from
matter.
it.
Energy is matter.
But you didn't create
But you don't create it.
You didn't
Exactly.
Energy
create it.
exists.
Exactly.
Yep, you
So,
just
but you
discovered
can
it.
create the internet. You can create something that's gonna give you the internet.
Something existed already, right? And you harnessed that by yes through creation, but it existed already is the concept.
I think we
It's
get lost
possible.
in the
No,
weeds.
no, but
Yeah.
I think it's
It's interesting.
If
It's interesting,
If
yeah.
it's possible through science, that's the trick. And I think martial arts is two different things.
Yeah, it's
That's what I'm
something
saying.
that's created.
It's something that you can learn and share, but books, education, all those things you can learn, share, pass it on. So it's just evolutionary how information is shared. First, we're writing on the walls in rocks, and then that information was shared. And you know, when they were writing on these rocks, they were saying they're having certain spiritual connections or whatever and stuff like that. So there is this part where the brain can connect with something else. I don't know what that is.
It was just the news of the day, man. Like if you were able to read cave paintings, at the end of it would say Altaf Kazi.
E-News, Cape Town.
But the thing is, there would be so the important thing about these cave paintings was that they would
Share information.
Share information,
Yeah.
like say for instance,
Hunting,
like
gathering,
hunting,
where
gathering,
not
but
to
also
hunt,
going
and
into
landing.
religious type of
Yeah.
like going into and a very important part of cave painting which I studied, you didn't miss history of art, but a very part of it was like these people used to go into these They used to trip.
Yeah, they took
Ayahuasca.
hallucinogens and stuff.
But they did certain things. They
100%.
do this dancing
Yeah.
where they used to dance like this and then shake your back. And even though if you shake your head and stuff like that,
Yeah.
you get dizzy and stuff like that. And they inhale the smoke. And then they go
Basically,
into this
night at gala.
a night at gala.
Burning Man.
But they go into this state where they can where they feel they're communicating
Yeah.
with God.
So spirituality.
Spirituality,
yeah,
all
yeah.
these things get passed down through that.
True.
So the same
just
way
when the rock in the
information is getting passed down through information. I hear what you're saying, but I feel there's a difference between passing down information and actual matter. What I do think along the lines of like AI is that how do we not know that AI is not woke? Are they not awake? So AI can be there, sitting in the background.
mean Sentinel?
Yeah,
What's the word, Sentinel?
No,
sentient.
Sentimental.
So
Sentimental.
just imagine if they sentient.
AI
If you're an AI robot now, what are you gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna collapse the willpower, but I'm not gonna do it like I'm gonna feed them
Distract.
TikTok.
But didn't I say this a couple of months ago?
Distract.
Didn't-
Continuously distract.
Yeah,
Didn't,
but
conspiracy guys say this a few months ago? I'm talking about.
I think he did, no, but
I just want you to
I think he
remember.
did, but he had the balaclava on at the time and he was like, don't.
No, that was Kenny.
do you remember that thing that they created where they allowed the computer to tweet on its own? So they created like
Yeah, yo, that thing went. Haywire.
within a day.
That thing was racist.
It was racist. It said that Hitler was right. It said that the Holocaust didn't exist.
But it's,
Did you ever- did
but
you
it's
ever
also
see-
the information
that
that was
was-
fed, man.
that robot was trained by-
The people were just feeding it misinformation.
It was but now this is what's happening with AI. It's getting there's all this information, right? How does it choose what it chooses?
Yeah.
Now that can't be controlled. So yes, you're controlling the variables, but what you choose and how you choose it, you're not controlling that. Because yes, you write code or whatever, but the information that exists, you do not control. Because if they were
It's like buying a chocolate. Like you can control. I don't want to buy one. I want a text, but you can't control what's inside the text. It's there.
what the ingredients are in there. But you can say, I want this. You know what I mean? You get this 10. It's the vending machine is 10. You can say, I'm going to take one of these
So
10.
you are fooling yourself into thinking,
Thinking
oh,
I have a choice. You don't really have a choice. You got one of 10 you can choose from. And that's what's happening with AI. AI can pick from that one of 10. So if 9 is racist stuff or like, how can I say
bigoted though.
toppling the world order or whatever, is it not going to choose from one of those things? And
Yeah, I've got some just to, in your what you say.
You left your job with Google in part because you say you want to focus solely on your concerns about AI. You've spoken out saying that AI could manipulate or possibly figure out a way to kill humans. How could it kill humans?
Well, eventually, if it gets to be much smarter than us, it'll be very good at manipulation because it will have learned that from us. And
So, like you said,
there are very few
it's
examples
one of the options.
of a more intelligent thing being
Exactly
controlled
that.
by a less intelligent thing. And it knows how to program, so it'll figure out ways of getting around restrictions we put on it. It'll figure out ways of manipulating people to do what it wants.
that's what I look like a AI.
So what do we do? Do we just need to pull the plug on it right now? Do we need to put in far more restrictions and backstops on this? How do we solve this problem?
It's not clear to me that we can solve this
Nah,
problem.
you are silly, bruh. You
I
silly.
believe we should put a big effort into thinking about ways to solve the problem.
You
I don't
are
have
not
a
real.
solution.
But Elon Musk was
I
saying
just
this
want people
years
to
ago,
be
no?
aware that
He
this is
said
a
that.
really serious
It's
problem.
scary, baby.
And
No,
we
it's
need to be
scary.
thinking about it very hard. I don't think we can stop the progress. I didn't sign the petition saying we should stop working on AI because if people in America stopped, people in China wouldn't. It's very hard to verify whether people are doing it.
100%.
you-
Do
you're not even
you
real.
know where ChatGPT is banned? Do you know where ChatGPT is banned?
China.
Russia, China, Cuba.
Communist countries.
Mensen that don't want to be dumb.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So ask yourself, what the actual fuck is happening in the world, bruh? Because
Kijk,
now,
look-
this thing can take not. We're also saying it's gonna take jobs. It's not. It's gonna become aided. So you're gonna work with it, not against it, or it's gonna take from it because it can't. But what's gonna happen is the person that doesn't go with it, you're gonna lose a job, my friend, because if you can't work with it, it's the same like you saying I don't want to work with a computer. I don't want to work with email. Can you say that? I don't want to use the internet. You can't say that. You can say, I don't want to use a fax machine now. Because who the fuck still uses a fax
The
machine?
Premier League on transfer day.
But you know what I mean? So, that's insane. No? Like, what he's saying is, like, I don't know how to stop it. How would we stop it? I don't know, because it's like, it's affecting every single aspect of our lives.
I don't believe that, brother.
He look like a heavy
How can you say that he's one of the guys that developed AI, the the original guys?
Yeah.
So how
And
can
he
you not
designed
take
that.
his opinion serious?
His title, his job title, is artificial intelligence pioneer.
Yes.
Kijk, now when you were young, when someone asked you what you wanted to be when you grow up,
Pioneer speaker.
Kijk, I guarantee you, now, if that bra was real, even if it was a real, even he was 6 years old, you would still be saying, I want to be an artificial intelligence pioneer one day when I grow up.
Yo, bruh. I
You
never
said,
would have
I
thought of
think
that.
You look like that.
I think you have said, I want to make robots.
Nah,
That sounds plausible. I want to make robots.
you look like the type of brother that will walk up to you and say, would you rather do the first 90%?
And I would have to answer intelligently.
But I've met like I know kids that wanna make robots and stuff like that. They've been obsessed with
I
making
love that.
robots.
That's quiet.
It's part of like I don't know, man. Why
There's things I don't understand. But
we do wanna create. There is something in us that we want to create something that's like better than us or greater than us or more creative. I don't know. This is something, but I think people are aware, like, yo, I think we've gone a little bit too far. Like cell phones. I mean, that's a dope invention if you think about it. You know,
What is too far though?
AI, because the thing might
Okay.
kill you.
You know what I think is too far? Like planes that are gonna fly itself, that's too far.
Yeah.
And cars that wanna drive itself, that's too far. That's
These are really cars that want to drive itself.
And they
Tesla.
knock people over.
Yeah, dude.
This
And,
is-
and
and
technically
they knock
planes are
people
already
over.
flying themselves.
Yeah, but
You're right.
unaided
You're right.
completely.
Planes are-
I'm
yeah.
talking about from the time where you get in, there's no pilot. And the time that you land and you exit, there's no
Drones.
pilot. That's what I'm talking about.
There's drones, bro.
No,
There's drones.
I'm talking
Yeah, I
about
think that-
piloted for
Commercial
passenger,
pilot.
commercial
I think that
vibes.
can be possible, man.
I don't want that.
No, you don't want it,
It's
but
too
I think
much.
it's more
That is
possible
too
than
much. Us flying already is a problem. We shouldn't be seeing so much of the world so quickly. Stop it.
Did you watch the movie Flight? Did you watch the movie Flight?
That, bro. Denzel Washington, yeah.
Yep. Now think about that type of pilot.
How do you save?
They
How do
say,
you
they
save
say
the
that's
plane?
actually
out of-
common in that industry, no?
To do what?
Pilots being alcoholics.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
They work weird hours in a different time zones. and
but this is
I would imagine a
but
lot
this
of
is
them
my
are on crystal
question, though.
meth to stay awake. Or something.
But this is my question though. Let's for example, let's go with the whole AI flying planes.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the movie Flight, he had to make certain decisions in order to save that people. I mean,
And he was gesaved, bruh.
with AI being the pilot, will AI then make those type of choices?
No sentiment. And like you
Yeah.
said, is it
A
sentient?
machine don't care.
Machine don't care. Machine go 500 people on the ground,
Probability
20 in
300.
the plane.
Yeah, kill the
20 in the
20.
plane. Kill the plane. That's
By-
what it's gonna say.
By Kobe.
But what happens
Just-
if the president or Vitivani is on that plane? Does it take that into consideration? What
Yeah.
happens if the
Yeah.
top 20 most influential people
In
on
the
there
world.
or what? Does it take that into consideration?
No, because they all have private planes.
That is also true. But you know what I
Roadmap is
mean? Like, how does
unreasonable.
it distinguish between what is important and what isn't? And that's why, like, media and all that, it is subjective. What do you decide makes news and doesn't make news? How do you decide that? Why is it when I open up a newspaper, that is there today?
Government.
You know what I mean? Like, the editor decided that this is going to be on the front and this goes on page 4 where nobody can fucking see it or
Yeah.
even cares. Or you getting 400 words for a revolution in
Yep,
France
yep.
and you are getting 1,000 words for a TikTok story about a man who bought chicken for 8 cents.
And that's why they don't.
Yo,
you-
bruh, I saw that video.
Yeah.
I was
Bruh.
like, yo, that man won, bruh.
That is the lottery.
That's the lottery, bro.
That is the...
A
Yo.
24 piece for 8
That,
cents. Did you
that
see
is
that
the cost
story?
of living crisis
Did you see
lottery.
that TikTok? Did you see
Maybe
that?
no. Are you gonna eat the 8 cents piece of chicken?
Yes, bruh. It's Woolies.
Woolies.
Woolies chicken,
That
bruh.
thing was laminated at the back of the fridges. How long
bruh,
ago?
it's
Plus,
mistaken.
there was now a video of the rats on top of the
Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
Woolies
I'm not gonna
chicken.
lie to see that. That was scary. But I must be honest.
No wonder
Gordon's
the
is
rat was on
bullshit.
top of the Woolies chicken. The next day, a brass getting a Woolies pack of chicken for 8 cents.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hello.
That did cross
No,
my
but
mind.
now you
Yeah.
must know.
It's-
You
it's-
get Woolies and you get Woolworths and then you get Woolworths.
Yeah.
And then
very
you
true.
get PR and you get somebody spinning a PR
No,
stunt.
but he's right. Gordon's is Mosach. I don't care what anybody says. Gordon's is not part of town.
No, but what I'm saying
Gordon's is like
so this is what happened.
Hillbillies.
Let me show you. Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened, guys. And this is what really happened, right? So somebody obviously saw that Woolies video. So
Yes.
Woolies sent a bra out there, my bro. We're gonna have
not
to
a
make
bra.
something here. This is a PR stunt. We're gonna have to do it.
plausible.
You
That's
go
so
to that Woolies store. We're gonna druk a 8 cents piece of thing on there. You buy it. You make the video. We go viral. Here's
That
150K.
is actually
Keep
very
quiet.
clever.
That is super plausible, man.
But it's 100%.
I hate the fact
Here we
that
go.
I agree with you.
Spin.
So creepy.
Yeah, because the rat
The timing
or the
of it
mouse
was
in the
stupid.
chicken was making the rounds. Yeah,
And now this.
Bra comes to my
And then you buy, and it look exactly the same.
Nah, it's also you on another level, bro.
Zij is op het.
You on another
I
level,
saw that
bro.
OPR stand, man, bro.
Zij is op het. Zij is AI.
Yo,
I saw that OPR stand, bro.
content, cowboy.
Nee,
AI.
bro.
And you know how I know it's
Yeah.
true? Because the
Yeah.
number one thing,
Uit I want to see.
I'll still eat that chicken.
I'll tell Dara. You're not Tinders.
and you know how I know that that is bullshit. So I'm gonna tell you now why.
Look at that. 8 cents.
Let me
man,
just
bro.
sort this out. You can.
8 cents for. Okay, so you. How do you know it's bullshit?
Every person that works at Woolies gets a card, a Woolies card, right? And you can go to the back and get chicken and stuff for very, very cheap. Ask any Woolies person. Ask any Woolies person.
On waste.
On waste, it's wastingers. So and then all that cack doesn't go to the shelves. If you're working in the store, homeboy, and you see 8 cents, are you gonna put it on the shelf or are you gonna put it there by your homies?
Maybe that means it don't
Come
look
on,
at it.
guys, man. I mean, this is a PR stunt, man.
I love the fact that you got die. I think you need to do.
Nah, I'm gonna give you the due.
Everybody knows
I'm
all of
gonna
that.
I gotta give it your due.
So who's the conspiracy?
Keenan
theorist here
Olivier.
now? Are we?
Keenan
Give the
Olivier.
baraklava to him now. What's going on now?
I think we need a floating balklava.
Is that the conspiracy theory? Is it that Keenan Olivier
Nee.
has gone viral and now
Woolies is shining
working for
again.
Woolies?
Away.
You forgot about the mouse and the rat. in
That
the-
is.
Yeah.
But I never thought about it.
and
but
it's
that-
also the same product. It's
it's
chicken.
exactly the same
Can I-
product.
let's
It
be
look on the same packaging, everything.
I'm gonna go plant some stuff.
know what is-
but Woolies into.
You know what is more plausible?
What?
People still had the Woolies idea in their minds, and when they saw something, a video with the Woolies again, let me click on it, and then it went viral.
No.
Oh yes, because that's how Dangasa works. That's how it works. That's how.
You think
how
so?
thing
I
went-
want to
went
see what's
viral.
wrong with Woolworths now.
Because we had AK,
Yes.
AK
No,
thingy,
but
and AK died, and boom. That's
I still think he is. I still think he's right. Because bro, that's a smart thing to do. Because that's in your control. Number one, I've never heard of this before. And that, but I do look like he tabu based.
Kijk, speaking of things that went viral, did any of you get money from Mr. Beast?
Nah, maybe I'm waiting for a bond. Oh, that, but I must give me a house. Maybe it's the only way I'm gonna be able to afford a joint.
Yeah.
How does Mr. Beast do that, bro? How does he
Everything is calculated, man. So I mean, some people say
Who's giving him money is my question.
no.
Mr. Beast
It's-
is AI.
Yeah, everything is calculated. The way he writes his typography, what he speaks about. So we just talk about random kak here. But he will say, no. You have to say this. You have to say prime energy drink 5 times.
Oh, what
because
I'm
we know
trying to
that's
do
what
with, when I say when I'm trying to structure this podcast and you guys don't. Oh, that you're talking about that. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean,
I
so
don't
now
wanna
here's
be
the
famous.
conundrum. So here's the conundrum.
I don't wanna
Then
be
what are you
famous.
doing? What are you doing? Are you creating what the
Mr.
AI, or the world wants to create, or are we creating art?
We
That is
creating art.
essentially the
Okay.
deeper
I'm
conversation.
Okay, so here's the
ASMR.
conversation.
It is
So
a bit of both.
when I say Dangasa, then and you say no, but Dangasa's numbers is more.
I know numbers.
And then you cry, oh, Douglas's numbers is more.
I know numbers. I don't know
Stanley's numbers is more. But then you can't have this conversation and still have that conversation.
Obviously, I'm always gonna feel
then,
that way.
Then you
but I'm
can't
saying-
even entertain the numbers game anymore. If you're gonna go now, I'm an artist. I say what I want in a podcast. If you're gonna go that guy now, then when it comes to you can't really. I like
my ASMR. I'm clapping it. I'm clapping it for you.
So then you can't have that conversation then. No, what I'm saying.
You can.
No, you can't.
Don't
You
worry.
can't have both ways. You can't have your dick and suck it.
I believe you can. I believe you can.
Then suck
Rogan
it then.
said so, man.
Then suck it.
Rogan said so.
For the last Rogan is using
back
the
there
stuff that I'm talking
DJ
about.
Fingers is killing me tonight.
Now, but
you
No,
can't
but
even
even
think it's
Rogan is using the stuff that I'm talking about.
Now.
God,
Because what he does,
guys, you
give me a
can-
second,
but
just give me a second, just give me a second.
love
What
it.
he does is he uses the hashtags and the conversation that's already in the zeitgeist, and he talks about it. So when you look Douglas up, Roadman, and he talks about it and he hashtags it with the technology that we bought. For that reason, I'm trying to level up, motherfucker. And I'm glad we're having this conversation on the podcast.
I hear
what you're saying.
Because
I hear
nigga needs to hear this shit. Because we need to make oil, as if you're saying, what was the conversation? This is the other thing. Avashim, dude, there's a fucked interview that I want to do. I'm not going to mention the lady's name. She's probably one of the most popular soapy actors in South Africa. No, I don't do Afrikaans. Rather give it to somebody else. Whatever. I'm like, motherfucker, what are you doing? So you want to just fucking talk to fucking 3 idiots once a month?
I feel it. You know it. I feel the pride in the belly's attacking.
No, I'm talking about another. Obviously not you guys. Come
Yo,
on, man.
how can you let him speak to you guys like that, man?
I was gonna say that.
You know what I'm
Three of you for a
So what I'm saying is, I get what you're saying. All for
I've never said that.
Where's Bras
No,
was
but the thing
taking
is,
me
no,
for a
you did say
parrot.
I hear what you're saying,
I
and
say it's
I
a bit of both.
respect it. It's a bit of both, and that's why it's.
So
it's
you want
art.
the dick and sucker?
Yes, you can have a dick and suck it.
No,
Take out your
I
2
want-
rubs and get going.
But
I want my cake. and I eat it too.
good points. I think we diverging from where we were originally. You can create art and you can create numbers, and we all want. It would be awesome to have a bit of both. It's funny that what people gravitate to is.
At the cock.
Look, let me put it this way.
Let's not say
Sorry.
Sorry, man. Let me put it this way. So you're gonna talk whatever you wanna. Fair enough. I agree with you. The art comes first, but you must put it in the sphere where people can see that.
Yeah.
So if you're not gonna hashtag it, if you're not gonna use the tools,
The Mona
to
Lisa
sell it,
goes into the Louvre.
people's never gonna see it. So you're gonna be stuck with your 1.5 viewers. You know what I'm saying? But there's it for me. It's a game, man. And you're discovering what podcasting is. So that is part of podcasting. It might not be the
That
fun
is
part
part
for
of the
you,
game, yeah.
but for me, I fucking thrive on it because it was a game plan for me to tell you with the sodium they talk about AKA, and you did it right. Then I made sure before I went to a party, I made sure I had a clip and I hashtagged it properly on TikTok, and boom, 320,000 views. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I know what you're
you
saying.
spoke about what you loved to speak about. Nobody told you to speak about anything.
But you played the game.
But you play the game, the algorithms way.
Yes. I hear you.
You get what I'm saying?
No, but you 100%.
You can do what you want to, but learn how to sell something.
Yeah.
This is a few steps that you need to put in place to make sure that the algorithm gets it.
This is good advice.
Okay.
This is
No,
good
So-
but this was not talking about us.
Yeah,
No, definitely
But
not.
because
Other
about that,
thing
I've just got a few things I want to say. Prime.
Prime.
Hashtag it there, and then I'll come.
I hear what you're saying. We can. I hear what you're saying, Natal. We can all try to continuously improve and do better on different things. As I don't know, maybe I do see myself as an artist or struggling artist,
purist.
and that perception must maybe be taken out of my mindset, because there is a bigger a bigger picture in this whole
But I think
algorithms and all that stuff.
together,
Yeah.
if we work together, that's the whole point. What you're saying
Yeah.
is that like, this is what I need. Give it to me, and like we can make it work. You know what I mean? Because we
Title of the
sometimes
sex tape.
But a lot of people.
give it to me. We can make it work.
I get it a lot. Like, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that?
Yeah.
And I'm always trying
But
to
look,
do better.
In all honesty, that
be honest,
requires preparation. It requires
100%.
putting time aside for
And
this.
then I'm not look what you're saying now. People say do it this way. I'm not saying do it.
No, not
this way.
you. I'm saying other people.
But what I'm saying is, do things your way, but learn how to do your things better so people can actually see
Yeah,
it.
nah, that's smart.
So the art is like Jason said. When he's two people, whatever. When he creates art, he doesn't think about selling it. He creates the art because he understands for him, for the music to resonate with the person, it needs to come from a real place. The same with the
Authenticity,
conversation of a podcast. It needs to come from a real place, like this conversation. But when you're done with it,
Market it properly.
It needs to be marketed,
Yeah.
and that is not. That is where somebody. Where a different ballgame comes into play, where people have a passion for selling something again.
Nah,
So
you
get what I'm trying to
you
say.
spot on. You
I
are
just,
spot on.
maybe I'm not articulating it properly.
No, you
since-
are.
since-
You
since I'm doing
are.
it-
100%.
I'm on a roll now. No?
Nah, this man is he lit some gyms
I'm on
out
a
tonight,
fucking roll
bro. You
today.
can't have a dick and
Yeah.
suck it.
So between the two of you must decide who's going 90 and who's going 10.
You can go 10, I'll go 90.
I think the person marketing must go 10.
You can go 10 because that's the crux of
It's
it.
the essence, yeah, the vanilla essence. Nah, but I love that. The fact that you spoke about the art, but also the marketing of it. And that really
Marketing
is
is
what
also
it's
art.
about, bro.
It's also
No,
art.
100%. But we're talking about the creativity aspect. You know what I mean? Because yes, there is creativity in marketing, but it's different. And like what you say, it's quiet though, because it's supposed to work together. And that's something we really must,
And here's the
really
thing,
must
is
focus on.
if what selling is now talking about cars or talking about pistons, I'm never going to tell you, hey, let's talk about pistons, because you never saw a piston in your life. You know what I'm saying? So I won't.
Isaiah Thomas, my bro. Dennis Rodman.
You don't take me for a
John Sally.
The bad boys. The bad boy Pistons. The bad boy Pistons.
But I know what
But
you're
I'm
saying.
getting too serious.
No, you're not
Let's
getting
just
serious,
get
man.
something more serious.
Oi.
I want to just bring up this shit.
Oh, you want to talk about
So
this
this is
guy.
real. This is real shit.
Bro, that's
let me
whiny.
just,
No, but I owe me a lighter.
Tabo Pest does not look like a black Indian. I know Tabo Pest when I see him. This is not Tabo Pest.
It's not Tabo Pesta.
What? If you pay
AI.
attention, you can see that this is not the same person. One is light skinned and one is dark skinned. And if you pay attention to the eyebrows and nose, you can see the difference.
Don't take me for
Check this picture.
check the picture.
Whoa.
Yo, you put the green tick on the other one, my bro.
We are getting
Did you see
played
that?
here. This is not the same person.
I hear you.
Yeah, legit.
Something is
Definitely.
going on, and I'm starting to get suspicious right now that we're getting played.
You got me with that fake on
Yeah,
the left. That fake on the left made it
But bro,
legit.
I was skeptical. I was skeptical
Check
about
the
the whole
picture.
thing. But as soon as you put that fake, and it's like,
And
I
it's like,
believe
ah.
it. I believe.
I knew it. When
And it was the music. The music.
I believe it all.
the fake on the left got me, but the green tick on my right, that sold me, but I was like, nah.
Yeah, there we go.
I know, man.
Is that the...
No way this can
That's the music again.
No, man.
Wait. Nose, face structure, everything is similar. I believe Ramaphosa is a reptilian, clone, or shapeshifter. Check this out.
Did he lose you there?
That's what I spitting facts.
His eyes only. Look at the eyes, guys. Look at the eyes.
The first video,
Unga, brother.
I was on board. I was kind of on board.
Getting suspicious.
I'm also getting suspicious.
I'm getting suspicious.
Please tell me.
For real.
Please tell me. Please tell me he did one comparing Jacob Zuma to a Ninja Turtle.
No, he's a shapeshifter.
It's a shame. I love that,
The
bro.
first one, I was on board at
How
the
could
end
you be on
50-50.
board?
At the end 50-50. As soon as he
Black
brought out the
It was
Cyril and the
90-10.
reptile, all credibility.
My brother, you lost me at Black Indian. I was off board. I jumped off.
I wasn't even 90-10 anymore.
Nah, bruh. Don't tell me
People
that.
fucking, these people got so many views.
Bruh. Means a good time in your hands, my guy. James, are you ready for
Maybe
stage
I must
16
talk
of
about
load shedding?
reptilians and stuff like that, but bro, you get views. You know what I mean? Mark
He's beginning to see. His eyes are opening.
You must become suspicious.
Cyril is an alien.
No,
I'm convinced,
he's a
like-
reptilian, not an alien. There's a massive difference between the species.
I don't know, bro.
Don't be speciest.
What do you say about load shedding?
I aged myself, man.
Are you ready for stage 16, maybe, bro?
What?
Yo,
Stage
bruh.
16.
I think we've been there, bruh.
Stage
Yo.
16.
I think we've already
Load
there.
shedding is a
Are
thing now.
Carrie's interested in load 16? No?
Load shedding is
Stage
part
16.
of life now.
So
man.
basically, that's where they switch off a whole province. So imagine they come on the news, Western Cape, please, reduce to 50 watts.
Kijk,
That's what's gonna happen.
Imagine you go to Checkers, right? And there's a queue at Checkers for
what?
And there's only one cashier working.
Are you
And you're standing in that queue
with no
right?
phone?
Now, if they hire another cashier, don't you think the line should move faster?
Yeah,
Or the
well-
service should be better?
Yes,
Now, how do we hire a minister of electricity and the fucking service gets worse?
because he's not a cashier. Fucking obvious.
Also, I don't know if you saw that interview that one of these.
I saw that.
He told him that you basically just a project manager. Because as that minister or that role, he's got no powers,
got
so he
zero
can't make any
power,
decisions. So it's basically, I see what's going on, and I'm
My
like,
guy.
yo, Liam, please do this.
A project
yo,
manager
Bevan,
has
do
more
this.
power than that guy has, bro. Right now, in load shedding, my house has more power.
Oh, bro, it's
is
crazy.
So this,
ridiculous.
but yet this is now part of like life or something like
Yes,
that.
bruh.
This we've become, we have to have like accepted that this is now.
So what's what are you gonna, if, okay guys, here's the scenario, right? They advise us, right, we're gonna prepare for blackout. So what that means is, grid goes down, it takes about 2 weeks to get it back up again. What are you stockpiling in your joint? You go first. Joe, what you stockpiling in your joint, brother?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. It takes 2 weeks for the country to go back up again when that thing blasts. 2 weeks. What are you buying to keep the joint going? Go.
Can you buy anything?
You
or
can
what?
buy anything you want, baby, but within your reasonable budget. You're not dealing with the fucking Powerball. You must like be a real working person here. Like
2 months, how much?
2 weeks. You've got
2 weeks.
2
That's not 2 weeks. I mean, you
but
can buy
it's a
grocery shopping for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, but you got no electricity.
You got no electricity, my friend. We are in blackout.
Okay, but I got a gas stove.
Yeah, but how are you gonna refrigerate your food?
What's your plan?
Because I'm buying noodles.
But are you gonna go to the shop every day? You must stockpile because the
So I'm
shop.
buying tons and tons of 2-minute noodles, mos.
Okay, he's got noodles. What else?
2-minute noodles and
I'm
stuff
gonna-
like shit like that, like canned food.
You
So
know-
2-minute noodles, maybe a bit of bully beef or
You know
some
what-
shit like
you
that
know
to
what
get
I'm
your
gonna get-
beef in.
Do you remember that baked beans and Vienna's in a can?
Yo,
Yeah.
awesome.
That stuff in the can, yeah.
You already said bully beef, my friend.
Any canned foods.
Any food that has a key to open it and eat is disgusting.
Bro, I don't like bully beef.
I trust
That's
it
not my
more.
favorite thing, but that I need to get my protein in, bro.
I trust it
I
more.
eat that shit,
If
bro.
it has a key,
If there's a key.
if it has a key, I trust it more because the flavor is locked in.
Yo, man. I'm sorry, but can an eggs don't come with a key?
Check yeah, I think you can fry a like bully beef up and like make it like cheese, like make it like gourmet, maybe or like a smoochie out of it or something. Then I mix it with my 2-minute noodles and there's my spaghetti bolognese, man.
So where's your cheese coming from? Where are you getting cheese from?
I'm not getting cheese. It's like a pasta, the 2-minute noodles. I take it. It's like my pasta, and then I take my bully beef and I cut it with some nice tomato and onions and make like a smoothie.
Yeah, but where you
of it.
keeping
Then
your
there's my
tomatoes?
spaghetti bolognese.
Where are you keeping
In
your
his garden,
tomatoes?
apparently.
For 2 weeks, bruh.
Where
2 weeks, my
are you
friend.
keeping
Tomatoes
your
don't last 2 weeks. Where are you buying
Where are you
the
gonna leave a
tomatoes?
tomato out of the fridge for 2
So you
weeks?
just buy
So
and eat it.
that can of tomatoes, that can of tomato sauce,
Oh, bro.
canned tomatoes,
That's
sauce.
mosag, bro.
This
Nah,
bruh's-
bruh, you need to get your protein in. You need
This
to get
bruh's making mukbang videos.
He's making mukbang videos.
What are you eating? What are you eating?
Yo, bro.
Nah,
What are you
Papa,
eating?
I'm gonna go on a diet in 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Diet.
Your family
Bro,
starving, man.
I give Bevan 2 days before he's doing outstation spit braai.
I must admit, I panic, bruh. I panic easily. I would spit braai something.
That's what it's gonna come by you, my bro. He's gonna say, nah, let me try that.
You can't go to Steffi. Look at that Steffi one time of the day too. But hey, we love you, but it's time.
Have you ever had a rotisserie Rottweiler?
Yeah, but I've had Steffi stew before. He was checking Beijing out there.
So Chika, they call people that like do this like prep, like doomsday preppers.
Yes, doomsday preppers. Yeah.
Like you can like almost like prepare for the
Sorry
world
to break your word,
coming.
do you have a gas stove?
Yeah.
Anybody else have a gas stove?
No. I got one.
I got a gas stove.
Okay. Yeah.
You don't have a gas stove? Not a stove, but a plate.
The plate, no.
But there's a lot
got
of
a
people
plate,
that
yeah.
like these, it's called doomsday preppers, and they like prepare for like these kind of things. So it's actually quite good if you think about to be a doomsday prepper in this day and age. Because like previously maybe it wasn't a thing, but now, I mean, if you think about COVID, if you think about like, there's so many times where the electricity grid can drop, and who said the electricity grid don't drop right now and it don't come on for another 2 weeks? We don't know. We don't have it that sure.
It can happen. I'm just saying that
I
was
can
one
pass
of
out now and be wiped out.
Nah, they said, look, that's again. They said guesstimate 2 weeks to bring it back up.
Yeah.
The whole point of load shedding is to prevent a blackout.
I say now, if there is a blackout like that 2 weeks, I give it like within the first week we'll have a purge.
Yeah, 100% agree.
I say straight.
Human beings and
if
darkness.
it comes down to a purge, a zombie apocalypse, a war, anything like that, my bro, kill me now. Immediately.
But you must remember,
I'll be the first person dead.
Chika, you know why a lot of people will be dead? Because if the grid really goes down, we don't have water as well.
I know. That's why I'm going to Macro tomorrow.
There is water pumps that pumps water to us. So the water's going to run for a while, but then afterwards it's going to be chap.
Can you? Okay, here's one. Can you? Are you willing and able to take
fill your tap in that first?
Are you willing and able to take a postkak?
Yes.
But constantly, 2 weeks of postkakking.
Oh yeah.
Wet wipes.
No problem.
It's alright.
You can't use your toilet, eh?
No,
wet wipes.
Yeah, bro, I can cack anywhere. I don't care.
I don't want to cack with a dog. Like he's in the yard.
Oh, but you're not gonna have a dog. You didn't eat him.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Where are you getting this dog? You didn't eating your Rottweiler, so I mean,
on Tuesday, I'm cacking in peace on Wednesday. Okay, I get you. But he's right. We're not gonna have a toilet, bro. What's gonna happen?
It's gonna run. Well, for a while you will, but then after the things start packing up, it's like you say, zombie apocalypse.
A long drop? Nah, bro. I'm not keen on that, man, bro. We're gonna have to go rural, guys. We're gonna have to go back to our roots.
You know how many people will cack in the ocean?
Oh, bro, it's a floater.
Nah, but I don't cack in the ocean. That's not liquor.
At least that will maybe take out the sharks or something.
And then the big brown shark.
It is my best to get if you can get the panels, dude.
Yeah.
I've had the panels.
Clean.
What do you mean? What do you mean you had the panels? What do you mean?
I've got the studio.
What you gonna do in winter?
No, just it's one of those. It's one of those things.
No,
it's a hybrid. So
it collects what it can.
It collects what it can,
and stores
it. And stores it. And then if you lack, then it takes it.
No, because we're considering doing that, but like you get the horror stories on the stuff, right? So it's not, you don't know who really has good, connections or like says, look, this is what it is and it's worth it. Because a lot of men are wrecking men now on the hybrids. Like they sell you the solar panels, but can't. It's Hong Kong. It only work with the moon, and then it's only 10%.
So far, the answer is.
So it's been.
It's a company called Solar Power. Go Solar.
Okay, and it's been if you are finding it efficient.
This show?
No, it's one of those. Everything can't be about money and marketing stuff. It's about the art of a conversation.
Fuck the art. I want the money.
Was I gonna say that the solar panels, wasn't it like? Isn't it like more expensive?
Fuck expensive.
Now if you buy it, but
once you have it,
we're renting it though.
And it's like it's apparently the people you're renting it.
Rent to buy.
Rent to buy. It's like apparently that, and then it's like bad for the. I don't know. It's bad for
solar panels are good for the
environment.
What they say now is that it's better than the way we produce.
But the horror stories that I've heard
is
the horror stories that I was like solar panels catching Flam and all of those stuff.
Nah, that's kak installations. Man.
That's the Hong Kong ones.
That's
that the
kak
Hong Kong
installations.
one?
My fear is thieves, like the major jipping solar panels. I don't want to ever see a brown with a trolley with a yellow solar panels again. Maybe.
Nah, they say you must just, during the day, you must throw a black bag over it. People won't see it.
And it'll be the same brother that said you wipers by the robots. No?
My bro.
Speaking of the brass by the robots, there was a brass area by the robots there by Rosmin Avenue and Doncaster Road with a Captain America mask on.
He took up
All I'm waiting for is a tick up with Hulk hands. Big Avengers! Get those two rats!
hectic, guys. Yeah, man. I think we can wrap things up. Anything you guys want to say in closing?
Oh, goody, dude.
I think I'm good.
I'm goody, dude.
Don't be the 90%, be the 10%.
Here we go.
Absolutely
10% for the win, bro. 10% for the win.
Remember to market your art. What else can we cover?
And just be Lara Lecter.
Yeah, man. Like with your, it's crazy. Like, what is art? I don't know. It doesn't like stir a conversation.
Yes, bro.
It does it like make you feel a certain way.
I was listening
Love
to
that
does
question.
I was listening to the what's it? The midnight
Gospel.
What's it?
Express, midnight special.
With Chappelle.
Brilliant.
Chappelle and Talib Kweli and Mos Def, Yasin Bey. And Yasin Bey says in there, art is a thing that you don't know that you need until it's taken away from you.
You know when that was evident was COVID. Because now everybody, everybody that was accountants and lawyers and whatever, they all was stuck and they had to their work wasn't so valuable anymore. Now it was the creatives' time to shine.
Amen,
and
bro.
we showned whatever that word is.
We shined it. I love that, bro. Everybody is important, but creatives are better.
Creatives are not valued in this world. Some creatives, I shouldn't say that. Nah, I shouldn't have. That's a stupid comment to make like these brilliant creatives like Jake Paul and fucking Prime. Because I mean, like, if you look at what Jake Paul did coming into South Africa and bringing in, launching in checkers for only 39.99. I mean, that's an awesome sort of thing to do. Like,
and I mean, and it's with KSI, right? And KSI is a roadman, is he not?
He's a roadman, yes, he is, I believe.
And he's also a bit of a boxer.
Because he actually fought and got knocked out.
I'm getting very suspicious here now that you guys are just mentioning stuff for the sake of mentioning.
No. Actually, Jake. No. I would never do that. Logan Paul's brother, Jake Paul, is going to fight Nate Diaz.
When is he going to fight him?
They are going to fight soon, and I think that is going to be a high pay-per-view event.
Wow, you're very natural. You're born to do this.
The only thing we need to tell the people is like, share, and subscribe. And this has probably been, I don't know about you guys, but this has been the most fun episode for me.
All of them have been fun.
All of it is fun, man. I did one time I got so drunk, and I was so like I couldn't remember, but
I remember you were belligerent.
Remember the next day I watched the podcast. I checked myself.
You was
there on the podcast. I couldn't like drive.
I think I'll fetch him. It's like two podcasts ago.
God, you didn't even know like.
Okay, next time we're gonna drink now?
You did it very well.
Yeah, I was regretting.
Was that the time when you were doing all the accents? And
I don't know what I was. The next day I was like, yo, bro, why did I do that? Like,
because it's art, brother. You didn't know you needed it until you were gesyped.
Yo, I can't believe it just went past.
Yeah, it's because you don't really look at the other thing next to you.
How dare you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's because at that moment I know I want to do that. I want to express my art in a different way than I normally do. That's what I wanted to do there.
Uninhibited.
Like, uninhibited like way of talking and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wow.
Prime is at Checkers, ladies and gentlemen. Go check that shit out. Like,
Go check that shit out.
Prime. Yeah. Anyway, everybody, please like, share, and subscribe. Buy yourself Prime at Checkers. And anything else? Anybody else want to say?
All good in the hood, guys.
Yeah.
Have fun. Be liquor. Easy. It's a great time to be alive, bruh. It's got liquor.
It is liquor, and I think I need to go to get back on that comedy stage with you then.
I can't wait to have you on Saturday. Pull in, my guy.
Let's kick it. Like, it's always good to exercise a different comedy, creative muscle.
Thank you.
Okay, and with that, we out. Exercise your creative muscles by like, sharing, and subscribing.
Away and Prime's para.
We out. Peace.